everybody. It's Wolfman Jack. And hey, sit down there in that chair right there. Turn the radio up. I don't care if you're in your car or where you are. Be careful. Don't get no speeding tickets. Because you know what time it is? It's time for Whoop on Wheels with Fast Eddie and Big G. Right here on Whoop FM 99.9 and WhoopFM.com out there in the World Wide Web. Everybody's watching. Be careful, y'all. Come on, strap your babies in the car and hang on. Because it's Fast Eddie and Big G right here with all your racing news. Right here on Whoop FM.
Yeah. Whoop on Wheels, Fast Eddie, Big G here. And I cannot hear myself. Yeah, now I can. I couldn't even hear myself.
I hear you
Something's
just
going
fine.
on there. All right, Big G. We got a good show tonight, I think. We got Morgan Shepherd at 7 o'clock. Chad Elliott with Cleveland Speedway will be on here at 7:30. 8 o'clock. And Chad will also be live in the studio, Big G.
That's it.
8 o'clock, we got Denny Snyder. Project Track Champion. Big G, tell us a little bit about him if you can.
I think he builds handicap stuff for race cars and the drivers that are handicapped where they can race. He'll tell us a whole lot more what he does when we get to talk to him. I haven't really got to talk to him on the phone. I've just texted him back and forth, instant message, and we've talked a little bit that way. But when we get to talk to him later at 8 o'clock, he'll tell us exactly what he does.
You got that right. And also we've got Margaret Sue Turner Wright at 8:30.
Yes.
And I missed that interview once that you had with her, and I understand it was real good. And that'll be great. That's the widow of Curtis Turner.
Right.
So that should be a good deal there. And tonight's show is brought to you by To Be Thin Again, Weight Loss Center. You can get a lipodine injection for $15. Phenytoin for $50 a month. See Debbie, go by there. They're located next to the Sonic on 25th Street. Also, Happy Tales Grooming Salon with Bridget Ogle, Michelle Melton, Amy Hamlin, and Keisha Knight there. Come Shaggy, leave happy. I've got to take a few over there and get them done. They're getting a little shaggy and a little happy. Nappy. That's a good word to use for them. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30. And for pets, boarding, they will... You got to have an appointment there. They're located at 2251 North Coy Street in Cleveland. 3395777 is the number. And Big G, I've got a couple more, but you go ahead and do some of yours right quick.
All right, we got Heads Up Hair Design with Carmen Wilson. Go over and see Carmen. I know me and Fast Eddie's got to go over there because me and him both starting to look a little shaggy. But go over at Carmen Wilson's. She's there from 9 to 5, Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And address is 60 Mouse Creek Road. Their phone number is 476-5722. Go ahead.
Our biscuits aren't made from scratch like that cabinet you still haven't assembled because the instruction manual is written in a code you need to be a member of the Swedish Embassy to crack. No, our biscuits are made from scratch, like biscuit bakers wake up at the crack of dawn every morning to transform buttermilk and flour into a perfect golden brown mound of hot buttered biscuit. The made-from-scratch country fried steak and gravy biscuit, smothered in sausage gravy, only at Hardee's, for a limited time participating restaurants.
Okay, we got Neely Printing Company. They got a website. It's www.neelyprinting.net. They got offset printing, digital printing, the black and white and color. You can email your project to them. They're at 187 Neely Circle off 20th Street. They've been in business since 1971. Or you can also email the orders at orders@neelyprinting.net.
Life is full of tough choices. Food choices. Greatness chooses all that and a box of dinner. With Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box, you get 2 medium one-topping pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of wings, pasta, or stuffed pizza rollers. Or now get a 3rd medium one-topping pizza. All that's just $19.99. Or you can get any pan, thin and crispy, or hand-tossed pizza, any size, any toppings for just $10. Go for greatness, people. Pizza Hut. Make it great. Limited time offer. Additional charge for stuffed crust pizzas and extra cheese. Product availability, prices, participation, delivery areas, and charges may vary.
All right, we got Yesterday's at Willie's Deli at 88 Mouse Creek Road. Go by and eat with Willie and them over at Yesterday's Willie's and at the deli, and they also got one at Willie's in Charleston at 7701 North Lee Highway. Phone number on the one at North Lee Highway is 336-8008, and the one in Cleveland down here at 88 Mouse Creek Road is 790-5346 if you want to order to go.
And it looks like our chase grid right now, Big G, for the Sprint Cup is Joey Logano's. He's leading that thing now. Kyle Busch is 2nd. Carl Edwards is 3rd. Ryan Newman is 4th. Denny Hamlin's 5th. The 6th place is Kevin Harvick. 7th is Matt Kenseth. 8th is Jeff Gordon. 9th is Casey Kane. 10th is Brad Keselowski. 11th is Dale Earnhardt Jr. And 12th is Jimmy Johnson. Right now, the top 12 in that. Boy, all of our guys just took a nosedive in this last deal here.
Yeah. Chase drivers had problems.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. Let's take a call. Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
Hey, Don. I'm doing good, ain't it?
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah.
guess what's good?
What's good?
The car wash.
A car wash?
Yeah.
Well, we need to play that song, don't we?
Yeah, I need to hear that song. Because I'm lifting weights, building my arms up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, then. We'll see if we can get it on after a while. How's that?
Do me a favor.
What?
I'm going to pray for y'all tonight.
Good. We need it.
I need it too.
Well, we'll pray for you also at the same time. How's that?
You know what I did Sunday?
No.
I'm going to tell y'all what I did Sunday.
All right.
I was playing basketball.
Yeah?
For the first time since I was a teenager.
Okay.
Jumped up and blocked the ball, and I fell back on the pass.
Wow. Who we got here anyway?
Huh?
What's your name? First name?
My name is...
Huh?
I'm just kidding with y'all.
All right.
My name is Don.
Dong? All right, Dong. We'll play car wash in a little bit. Talk to you later. All right. Go ahead. Finish that up there.
The chase drivers, how they come in their positions this weekend. Joe Logano, he's got a free pass till to the next round. He won the race. Got Kyle Larson. Boy, I thought Kyle was going to get up there and get him. Then the Kyle Busch was 3rd. Martin Truex Jr. 4th. Carl Edwards 5th. Ryan Newman 6th. Denny Hamlin 7th. Austin Dillon 8th. Paul Bernard 9th. Brian Vickers 10th. And now our chase drivers, like I said, Joey, he come in 1st. Carl Edwards was 5th. Kevin Harvick was 12th. Matt Kenseth was 13th. Jeff Gordon 14th. Let's see. Casey Kane came in 22nd. He's about 3 or 4 laps down. Jimmy Johnson, he came in, what was that, Fasty? Third. He come in 40th. Dale Jr. 39th. And Brad Keselowski come in 36th. So all of our chase drivers had problems. Mm-hmm. So I think
very rough week.
Yeah, very rough week, and they knew that.
Here we go to Nationwide. Kyle Busch, he's winning over in that Nationwide, and I seen a piece in on Twitter that when Hendrick won't be the last person that Dale Jr. drives for. He's going to drive for JR Motorsports, Junior Motorsports.
He'll probably take
He's
over.
going back to Nationwide eventually.
Think he'll take over Elliott's car whenever Chase comes
I
up?
don't know, but he wants to go back to that series where he's won a couple championships there. You know,
That'd be
when he
good.
gets done with Sprint Cup.
Yeah. I won't see him win a championship before he goes back.
Yeah, but I don't know about that. Kyle Busch won it. Kevin Harvick was second. Ryan Blaney was third. Paul Menard fourth. Ty Dillon fifth. Matt Kenseth was sixth. Elliott Sadler was seventh. Brian Scott was eighth. Chase Elliott was 10th. Brian Scott was ninth. Trevor Bayne was eighth. So that's your 10 there. David Starr, good buddy David Starr, come in 15th place in the number 44 car. Jeremy Clemens was 17th.
How wide did Elliott?
Nationwide is a very interesting race, Big G.
How far did Elliott put his points up to?
Chase Elliott's leading in points there.
What, about 38, 37, 38?
Chase,
whatever?
yeah, about 38 points. Yeah, he's 38 points ahead of Regan Smith. And then you got Ty Dillon's third, Brian Scott's fourth, Elliott Sadler's fifth, Trevor Bayne's sixth, Chris Bouchard's seventh, Brendan Gaughan is eighth, Ryan Reed's ninth, and James Busher is 10th. In Nationwide, top 10 points.
Almost the whole race behind.
Yep. Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
Hello, Puss Daddy.
And it's Ella the Cougar, and I understand you and Mark are now talking.
Yeah.
Well, it's about time for you to make up.
Well, anyway, I ain't saying nothing about it. I've had it, you know.
Yeah.
So, I have lost my ID, picture ID. If anybody finds it, it's got my name on it.
Yeah. Hey, turn your radio down a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting some echo feedback here.
Well, how you guys doing?
Oh, yeah. Well, we're getting ready to do this show here. We got Mr. Shepard at 7 o'clock. Morgan? So you called at the right time, Ella.
I know. I always call it the right time, don't I?
Yes and no.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. How's that? Are you back in California?
No, I ain't going back to California. I'm staying right here.
I don't know how them hillbillies going to make it out there without you out there.
What hillbillies? There's no hillbillies out there.
Yeah, the Beverly Hillbillies. I don't know how they're going to make it.
Ain't no hillbillies in California that I know of.
Oh, there's plenty of them hillbillies out there now.
They're the Beverly Hillbillies, ain't they?
I don't know.
Jed, Granny, Ellie, Jeffro.
I need me a costume for Halloween if anybody's got an extra one.
You can go as Granny.
I'm trying to find me one. Anyway.
You're wanting a costume.
Yeah, I want some kind of costume if anybody's got an extra they want to sell.
Yeah, but they'll want too much.
Maybe not.
Go to Walmart and buy you one.
There's the Bullet. He's in the house. Bullet's here.
Yeah. Anyway, I checked at Kmart. They want $40 and $50 for a costume.
Oh, Lord.
I know. I wouldn't pay that much for nothing.
Thank you, Bullet. Let me tell you something. I mean, listen to this right here a minute, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, this is where you need to be.
Okay.
Listen up here.
Barely kept his family fed, and then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil that is
How's that, Ella?
gold.
Yeah, I think the video.
Well, the first thing you know,
Oh, Jed's a millionaire. Then Oella was a millionaire.
Hey, you
Yeah.
heard where I was born, didn't you?
California.
No, I was born in Emory Gap. Let's see.
Emory Gap.
Yeah.
Where's
That is.
where's that at? Emory Gap.
Up toward Knoxville, between Rockwood and Harriman.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm Roe County girl.
Hey, we've got the Bullet in the house here.
I will it.
She said hi, Bullet. Bullet can't hear. He don't have no headphones.
Well, I'll let you go. I've listened to you.
All right. I see you, Ella.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. We got them gnats in here again. Doggone it. Who's bringing these in here? Is that Matador?
He ain't been here in 2 days. I believe he's.
Well, somebody else is infested with them because I just had one flying around the board. Come out of the board.
No telling.
Nat City. Bullet, tell us, we got you keyed up here. Tell us about your night at, I heard a little bit of that on the radio Friday night.
Yeah, I went over there Friday night and they gave me a football and the players signed it. But it was something that I never will forget.
I know it, and sitting here looking at that game. Now that's not the game ball, was it? It's one like it, right?
This is a football it's just a trophy case football. And Alan Jones got this for me. And,
man, it's nice.
And the player signed it, and but like I say, it's something I won't ever forget. And
oh yeah.
But no, this is not the one they played with.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's got all the names on there. Josh Gaither, number 50.
Raekwon Bunyan and C.J. Parker.
It's got all them all on there.
And
you got Massey on there? You got the quarterback Massey on there?
No, I'm gonna take it up there one day this week and get his put on it. I'm gonna ask him if he'll put his name on it.
You get T.J. Parker on there?
Yeah.
Jacob Morse. Chapman Parks.
I thought I'd come there and visit with you guys till your guest comes in at 7:30. And
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll have to use that pretty quick, Bullet.
Yeah, it's just good to October 27th.
Let's see. I can't even think what I want to talk about.
You know, Eddie. What really surprised me is when I walked off the field, all the players on the Cleveland side started clapping for me. And that right there meant a lot to me.
Oh, yeah. There's Zach Grayson. I work with his dad.
Do you?
At Life Care, yes. Mr. Bob Grayson.
There's a bunch of fine young men over.
That's a beautiful ball.
Yeah, it is. No, they don't play.
My gosh. No, the National Football League does, though. That's
yeah.
American football and the National League.
And the owner
NFL.
And the commissioner
The
signed
Duke.
it.
God, you got to have a big hand to throw that ball. I can't even. My hand won't. I can't grip it.
Yeah, it takes a little bit to do it. See here, Feist, too?
Oh, Bullet. Bullet, now tell Big G what you want to do, and you want him to go down there and be your bodyguard. You want to go down to McDonald's and get strap up and get in the ring.
I want to wear a mask.
He's going to go in there and whoop somebody.
There's this one guy down there thinks he's a bully, and he's bald-headed, and he's shooting over everybody.
You ain't talking about Ken Hawk, are you?
No, it's not Ken Hogg. I like Ken Hogg. This guy's bigger than Ken Hogg.
Ken Hawk.
No, I know Ken. No, it's not him.
I say there ain't nothing but Ken. All you got to do is stomp your foot and he'd run.
No, this guy's bigger than Ken Hogg. And that's the reason I want you to, because you're a lot bigger than me.
I ain't much bigger than you.
You are, too.
No, I'm just a little bitty fella.
Yeah, but you know how to defend yourself.
Yeah, well, I guess.
I was thinking all three of us go down.
You're going to try to get me whooped. What you going to do?
No, I want Eddie to go, too.
Eddie take care of, on my part, he'd take care of my light work.
I don't have no light work.
You take care of my light work, though.
Did you hear Mark this morning at Feist Eddie?
Just bits and pieces.
Well, he actually...
He just come on too early for me.
He told me at the game he's going to get back at me.
Yeah?
And he did this morning.
What'd he do?
He's throwing off on my picture. Well, it wasn't a good picture. He said I could have smiled.
Well, Ella and him are back to speaking terms, I understand. What Ella told me.
Yeah.
Everything's good.
Well, that's good. And, yeah, he told me to get back at me. He said, when he come over Friday night, he said, I got better things than the honor bullet. And he said, I'm going to get back at you. And he did this morning, sort of.
Sound like it might be him wanting a brass sleeve. He's bald headed.
And but
Yeah.
it's just something that I'm grateful for. Fast Eddie, and all them players are good guys over there.
Well, yeah.
This week they play Bradley at Bradley.
They play Bradley at Bradley?
Yeah.
Oh.
It'd be about 10,000, 12,000 people, I guess, or more.
You talking about Cleveland?
Yeah.
They'll probably end up in a tie, nothing.
I don't think they tie anymore.
No.
Used to, they did.
No, it'll be a ball game to last till Sunday night.
It's gonna be good.
I appreciate you playing 2 songs for me too.
I know that'd get you woke up. I played Rupert Holmes there.
And that other one. It's gonna take.
Yeah. A lot of love. That's Nicolette Larson.
Yeah.
Red don't like those songs, of course.
Where's my Red at anyway? Boy, I got some good
where's
sugar
your
off
Red?
of her. Boy, you
Really?
talking about sugar Tuesday night? Boy, she give me a lot of good sugar.
Your wife listen to this show?
Oh, yeah, I hope she is. She knows she ain't the only woman in town.
You braver than I thought you was.
Hey, more I can make that woman mad, the better off I am.
You know, really, I didn't feel like going that game over Friday night, Friday Stadium. I was having abscess tooth, but I went ahead and went because if I hadn't went, I'd have really felt bad. So I made it anyway.
You know, when I got my bus license years ago, I had an abscess tooth.
Oh, man,
and I didn't want to do it, and they told me either you get them license or you are going to be in
Makes you
trouble.
have fever, don't it?
Oh, yeah, I thought I did have fever.
Yeah.
I felt like crazy. Headache, driving that big bus, and nerves, and answering all them questions. Boom. Happened.
I was feeling rough, and but I went ahead and done it anyway, and turned out to be okay. And,
yeah, I heard him. I see your picture here, Bullet. They got it on the board here, and you didn't have a smile. I guess you was hurting.
yeah, and well, it'll look better if I'd have cracked a little.
This says Cleveland High School recognized long-time Blue Raider fan Robert Goins Friday night during the football game. From 1972 to 2012, Goins never missed a single Cleveland football game, home or away.
It could have
that's
been
40 years.
It could have been worse. It could have been me sticking my tongue out, but at least that's not bad. I mean,
no, that's good. You could have stuck your tongue out.
You know.
That's a nice shirt.
You know how I got that free sweatshirt?
No.
I actually had a green shirt on over there, and I just felt bad because the visitor side was dressed in green. So I told the athletic director if he can get me another shirt. So they went and got me a Blue Raider sweatshirt, and so I got 2 things out of that deal. And
Well, yeah, you can't beat it.
I just didn't want a green on the field, accepting something from my Cleveland High School, which is blue, and the visiting side was dressed in green.
Who's that dude called in here earlier wanted to hear car wash?
He actually calls Mark in the morning, and I think he works at the car wash.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, that okay. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, he works at the car wash.
That's the first time he's ever called us here. I'm going to try to play him that song. He likes car wash.
Yeah, he
Does he wash cars?
Yeah.
Well.
I mean, I heard him call Mark, and he says he does.
That's the first time he's ever called here.
But
sounds like he's happy, though.
Yeah.
when he called.
Well, I'm feeling a little better now than I was Friday night.
Well, I think Mark, yeah. Well, let's take a break so we can talk to you off air. Whoa, here we go. Go ahead, caller, live on Whoop.
Hello, Eddie.
Yeah, hey, Red.
Hey, Big G.
Hey, Red.
All right, he's talking about sugar.
And hey, Bullet.
Was there any of that went on over there last Tuesday night?
I'm not telling.
He just said it was.
Don't tell, Red.
I'm not telling anything.
There you go. No more than what they know ain't gonna hurt them.
Right, just let them keep guessing.
Well, I got a curious mind, so I need to know.
Curious minds don't know everything.
Oh, really?
That's what killed the cat, too.
That's right. Curiosity killed the cat.
Well. I'm a dog.
See there?
I guess I'll just be curious. Curious George. Curious Fast Eddie.
Okay.
All right.
Who is the guy from the dirt track that's going to call in?
He'll be down here, Chad Elliott, but he don't have no shirts again. Me and him's having a hard time getting shirts.
Is he the same one that was there last week?
No, it's a different guy. This is the guy that really runs the place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got it messed
I think they're brothers.
I thought it was the same one.
Well, how'd you like that shirt, Red?
Oh, it's pretty.
Red ain't took it off yet.
I would have liked to have that shirt.
Well, too bad you ain't getting
I was about to get that shirt. I had my hands on it, didn't I, Big G? I was about to take it.
Yeah.
Then we looked at each other, and you said, give it to her, and yeah, okay.
That was awful nice of you, Eddie.
Well,
He's got a soft heart.
sometimes I have softness in me.
I know it. You're just a big old teddy bear and don't know it.
Thank you. Right.
If anybody believes that, stand on their head.
Now, we are recording the show tonight. This show is being recorded, and it should be put up on YouTube sometime the next...
Are you telling me that
Wait.
while I watch my mouth?
Well, no, you can do whatever you want, but it is going to be recorded. I think they're going to put this on YouTube.
Why
So,
don't they put them on YouTube?
well, we got to get this out a little bit, get the show out. And the whole show's being recorded. I don't know how much he puts on it, but he may not put on the first 30 minutes. Who knows? Of the show.
Oh, okay.
I don't know yet. I don't know what Daniel, how he does that. But anyway, it'll be on sometime.
Sometime or another.
Yeah.
Eddie's going to turn out like Howard Stern. You know that, don't you?
Well, how's that?
You're going to start talking vulgar here before long.
Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord, no.
Well, what'd you say that guy's name was down at the car wash? Dog? I thought he said dog. My name's Dog.
I'm not sure what his name is, but I do know he calls in. He works for car wash.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eddie, I done heard them songs you played.
Did you like them?
No,
Oh, well, I'm going to have to go back to my playlist, ain't I?
I like Joelle Saunier.
I don't know who she is.
It's a he.
Oh, well, Joel, who else? I mean,
It's Cajun music.
Noel.
Gerald says Noel.
I call it Joelle.
Oh. Well, we played Joel. Billy Joel.
Joelle Saunier.
Well, we'll have to look that up in a few minutes. Get a little Cajun.
He's a Cajun guy.
All right. All right, Red.
I'll let y'all go.
All right, bye. Red-headed wild kitten.
Yeah.
We're going to play car wash right now for the guy at the car wash.
Right.
I don't know if he's down there now or not, but this song is for you. We'll be right back.
Some of the work gets kinda hard, and this ain't no place to be if you plan on being a star. Let me tell you, it's always cool, and the boss don't mind sometimes if you act the fool at the car wash. Whoa, 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 talking about the car wash, yeah. Come on, y'all, and sing it for me. Car wash.
All right, Bullet, we back here. You here at the Whoop? You can't get a hold of Shepard? Mr. Shepard, we're trying to raise Mr. Shepard off the line here.
Who's
We
this,
got Bullet. Pull that mic up to your face.
Who's
there,
this girl that races for the Nationwide? Her name's
Danica Patrick? No.
No, there's another one that races now. I seen her name in the paper. She races for the Nationwide. I can't think what her name is. Jennifer Joe.
Jennifer Joe Cobb.
Yeah.
She did race, and she come in 24th place.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
She
about.
mainly runs in the truck series.
Yeah.
But she come in 24th.
So we got 2 women that races.
Yeah. Used to, it was 3-4. I don't know what happened.
Hey, I'm all for it.
10-4. Timmy Hill, good buddy Timmy Hill, come in 39th. He ran 8 laps, and he had an electrical problem. And the number 23 Rick Ware car, I think.
I hope we get some there at the dirt track, women racing.
Yeah. Yeah, 7:30 we're going to have Chad Elliott in the house here.
Yeah.
We got Brian Wortman online. He's going to, the next couple of days. Got Carmi on the line. Carmen. She's wonderful.
That's the reason I just
I'm telling you, we got some wonderful people out there. Donna DeBoard Harris is listening out there.
Mark Grissom talked about this morning.
What'd he say?
He said, tune in for Whoop on Wheels tonight for Fast Eddie.
That's right.
So he always promotes you. I'd forgot, so he took up my slack.
Big G's getting a call on line 7, and I don't know who. I don't like looking. It might not be somebody I want to look at. I don't want to. But anyway,
he's got somebody on the phone out there.
Yeah, he's got Morgan on the line here, and I don't want to. I want to cut that. I'll just silence the horn there a little bit there. But yeah, Bullet, we got Denny Snyder on tonight. Margaret Sue Turner, right? She's the widow of Curtis Turner.
Yeah, I think I've heard her before.
She's very good. Very good. I missed it, but I heard about it. It was good. And folks, go by Happy Tales. Go by and see Bridget Ogle there, Michelle Melton, Amy Hamlin, and Keisha Knight, 2251 North Coy Street. Take your dog over there. Take your cat, whatever, and get them groomed up. They'll be in good top shape. So take them by there and mention the Whoop, and they might give you a little discount. Who knows? You never know. And then you got the new weight loss injection, Lipidine, at to be thin again. $15 for an injection, and Phenmenatrine is $50 a month. Go by and see Debbie at 25th Street, next to the Sonic. And what do you got there?
Bad news. Turn me on.
It's been 2 weeks of bad news. Is he
Yeah.
done?
Morgan, I got a hold of him on his cell phone, and unfortunately his car caught on fire in the trailer.
Wow.
Something about a wire shorted, and one of his crew members got his hair singed, and they got the fire put out, but they're right now rewiring the car and trying to get it ready where they can get to Charlotte tomorrow. So,
all right.
That's why we're not going to have Morgan Shepherd. He's having automobile race car problems right now.
All right. Well, I hate that for him, and good luck to Mr. Shepherd in Charlotte. We will open the lines up at 614-5553. That's 3 5s and a 3. Go ahead, Big G.
All right, we got Heads Up Hair Design over at Carmen Wilson. She's there Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 9 through 5.
9 through 5, yeah.
9 through 5, 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Miss Wilson is over there, so go over and see her at Heads Up Hair Design. Call, make appointment, whatever. 476-5722 or 339-3538. And we also got Willie's.
Oh, yeah. Yesterday's at Willie's. It's a wonderful place to eat.
Yes, it is. Willie and Renee Jenkins, the owner of that, at 88 Mouse Creek Road. Matter of fact, what you can do is go over and get you a haircut at 60 Mouse Creek Road, or go eat first. I think I'd go eat first. Then go get me a haircut at 60 Mouse Creek Road. It Heads Up Hair Designer. Or both of them are together. 88 Mouse Creek Road is yesterday's at Willie's. Real pretty in there. They got them stained glass doors and windows and all that from the yesterday's restaurant out of Chattanooga. And also Willie's in Charleston. 7701 North Lee Highway, 336-8008 or 790-5346 in Cleveland.
All right. Caller, go ahead. You're live on the Whoop.
Big G, you said you like to make Big Red mad. I tell you how you make her mad. Ask her to call him to sing Cajun song herself.
Oh, okay. Whatever. That's fine.
What was that song that Red wanted to hear a while ago? Some Cajun song there. What was it? She called him.
Ding-a-ling? No, wait a minute. It wasn't that.
Wasn't Ding-a-ling. Come on. Jewel? Was it Jewel?
It's Joel something.
Joel Sunday.
Joel Sunday.
Joel Sunday?
Well,
Sunday.
Sunday.
How do you spell that? A-L?
If it ain't got twin fiddles in it, it ain't Cajun. If it ain't got twin fiddles in it.
Sandal, Sondale, or something like that.
I don't have it here. I can't.
Have that double shuffle on them twin fiddles with Cajun. It's got to have that. It's got to have that double shuffle on that fiddle. I'm going to tell you something. I know about music and know about it for years. If it ain't got that double shuffle on the fiddle, it ain't Cajun. And if it ain't got a squeeze box in it, I'm sure it's got a squeeze box. I'm talking about it.
Mama's got a squeeze box. Daddy can't sleep at night.
Accordion. If it ain't got accordion in it, it's not Cajun. And if it ain't got maybe a little ukulele and maybe a little...
Ukulele? That's Sandal.
What is that old Louisiana? What is all that stuff I played down there in Louisiana? That one,
That's Cajun music.
Huh?
That's Cajun music. Louisiana?
Yeah, down in Louisiana.
Well, that's what we're telling you. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
But, I don't know if you can find that or not. I bet Fro ain't got that in there. Boy, Fro's in bad shape. I gotta go see him.
What's wrong with Fro?
Huh?
What's wrong with him?
But he told me he's in a wheelchair.
Well, he's working on the show, ain't he?
Yeah. What was in there in a wheelchair had to have that spine. You know, he had to have that shot down his spine like 2 weeks ago. Now you gotta have one up his spine and from the backside there. And Matador ain't been there in 2 days. And,
where's he been?
I don't know.
He ain't drunk, is he?
Fro said, well, I heard he got pretty well beat up, but no.
Cajun music.
I don't repeat nothing on the radio, I say.
Well, I don't.
I just hear.
Yeah, I don't ever repeat what you say.
I just hear what I heard. It went on the radio anyway. But anyway,
oh, yeah.
See that thing Red's one's got twin fiddles in it, or twin fiddles. If it ain't got no fiddle in it, it ain't Cajun.
I don't know. Type that Joel, whatever his name was, and maybe Red will call back here in a minute and tell us what the name of that thing is. I don't know what she's talking.
Well, tell her, if you can't find it, tell her I said to sing it herself, and I'll play the guitar along with her. Or a banjo, either one.
She's liable to call you up and cuss you out.
Hey, let her go ahead.
I mean, you're big enough boy now, ain't you?
Oh, I can cuss back.
You would, wouldn't you?
I wouldn't cuss her.
No, Red's a good person. I'm trying to tell you.
I wouldn't cuss Red for $1 million.
I know. She'd kill you. Wouldn't she?
Now, wait a minute. I'm not scared of her.
Oh.
But I wouldn't cuss her for $1 million.
No.
Can't
say. Give me a reason to cuss her first.
That's right.
I wouldn't cuss her for $1 million.
You know, I can't find a lick of Cajun music for her on here. Big G's over here just trying to find her all kinds of stuff here.
Something like that.
Huh?
Just tell her call back in.
All right, she can't. He's on here.
Oh, I'm getting off here then.
All right. We'll talk to you after a while, all right?
All right.
Call us back. All right, bye. Red, give us a call here at the studio right quick. We got a little time here before Chad Elliott comes in the studio. What? I don't think she wants to hear that.
That's Sammy Kershaw. He's
All right, here's Red. Wait a minute. Go ahead, caller.
Okay, Eddie, now listen real close.
All right.
It's Joel Sonnier.
Can you spell that?
Sonnier.
Joel. That's Joel.
Yes, Joel.
Joel.
All right, Joel.
Sonnier.
How you spell that?
He sings Asian Born.
What now?
Cajun born.
Type in Cajun born.
Born. Hang on a minute. Let me try that. I'm telling you what.
We're trying to make you happy, Red. We love you.
Find it. That's okay. It don't matter.
What about old?
What's old Sammy Kershaw's brother or daddy's name that passed away here?
I know who you're talking about. That them Kershaws, they can sing that Cajun.
Well, that's why I tried to get Eddie to play.
Well, I was going to, and then all of a sudden I didn't. Joey, oh, right here it is. Red, we're going to take a break, and then we'll be back. Here it is. All right.
I was born on the bayou, 30 miles out of Lafayette. My daddy was a kicking man, and he taught me how to plow. I remember Mama's breakfast, kush in the car, yeah. Steam syrup on a banyan, Lord, I wish I had some now. I'm a Cajun born, I'm a Cajun bred, and when I die, I'll be a Cajun dead. If I die in Alaska, if I die in Ohio, my soul will find its way back to the bayou. We went to church every Sunday. We had a French-speaking preacher man. The kids joked about the preacher man, 'cause we thought he wore a dress. After church we have a party, Cajun music on a phonograph. Every show singing Jody Blunt. Hey, you made a singer out of me. I'm a Cajun born, I'm a Cajun bred, and when I die, I'll be a Cajun dead. If I die in Alaska, if I die in Ohio, my soul will find its way back to the bayou. When I get enough to marry, I get myself a Cajun lady, someone sort of like my mama, 'cause there ain't no other kind wherever fortune takes me. If it makes me or breaks me, those memories won't forsake me. I lose a hand on my mind. I'm a Cajun born, I'm a Cajun bred, and when I die, I'll be a Cajun dead. And if I die in Alaska, if I die in Ohio, my soul will find its way back to the bayou.
Again, it's going to be bad news. Okay, here we go now. We're back at Whoop on Wheels. Big G had to take a 10-100. He's out. And I've got the bullet in the house here. And that song was for Red-Headed Wildcat. We finally found it. Go ahead. Caller. Hello?
Eddie.
Yeah.
That's Doug Kershaw. Doug Kershaw.
Is this Fats 44?
Yeah.
All right, Doug Kershaw. Hey, you forgot about Jeremy, ain't you?
No.
All right, I'm needing him.
Well, I'm doing my best.
All right.
I've been trying to get a hold of him for over a week now.
All right, here, I got Doug Kershaw. What do you want?
Oh, no, that was the other one that Big G is trying to get you to play was Doug Kershaw. That's Sammy Kershaw's daddy.
Oh, Doug Kershaw, Sammy Kershaw's daddy,
Yeah,
Big G.
Doug, that's who it is.
Yeah.
I had Bullet talking and didn't even have his mic on. That's how stupid I'm getting here.
Yeah, I met Bullet in there Saturday. I was in there with Deb and Ron, and I first time I'd ever got to meet Bullet. So.
Bullet is a bullet. He's a good man.
Yeah.
He's got his football in here. That's a good honor right there, man.
Bullet's getting old. I'm 66 years old.
Bullet's getting old. He's 66.
We might play football that thing here in a minute.
No, we won't.
Yeah, we will.
That's
Let's go
it.
play football on there, boy.
Red called in a while ago.
Yeah,
she was.
I was listening to her. She's
Red likes that Cajun stuff.
yeah, I do too.
Well, that was Joe Elciano.
That's about as close as you can get to bluegrass. Is that Cajano?
Oh, it still don't hold a candle. Steel Drivers and Ralph Stanley.
Woo! Oh no. Oh, but it's still good.
I play a little Ralph Stanley. I start getting my knees start jerking.
Put on it. I'm a fan of Tom.
They do.
Yeah, they can, a man that can listen to Ralph Stanley and his knees don't jerk.
Oh yeah.
He's sick.
You got that right.
He's so sick his knees won't jerk.
That makes me want to just get up and dance like Jig Clampett.
Hey, you going to Talladega when they race down there? I mean, I know you'll go down there and put your paperwork, but I mean, you gonna.
I don't know whether I'm gonna stay down there or not. I got a buddy of mine that lives up there at Glencoe. Mickey Gibbs and his daddy lives up there at Glencoe. I might go up there and stay with them and stay down there for the race. Y'all going?
Debatable right now. I can go. I'm just.
We're in limbo.
It's sort of in limbo.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Just a little bit in limbo here. Here comes my buddy here, Mr. Chad Elliott, coming in the studio here. I didn't know. I didn't know Chad was one of your youngins.
Yeah, he's one of my youngins. I raised that youngin.
Fats 44 raised Chad Elliott.
Yeah.
I've heard it all now.
I've
heard it all now.
You can sit over here.
That's one of my youngins. I took Chet to his first NASCAR race.
No thanks.
You took Chad to his first NASCAR race. All right.
All right.
Well, we got him sitting in here, and we're trying to get him wired up with headphones, and maybe he can holler at you right quick here. We're going to talk a little Cleveland Speedway here.
Yeah.
I got to get my big old butt down there to watch one of these races.
Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. That youngin right there has done wonders for that racetrack down there. It really, really looks good.
Does your son still race?
Yeah.
Does he race at Cleveland Speedway?
Yeah.
What, Steel Crate?
He's got a brand new car, right?
Huh?
They're trying to get it ready.
Oh. What division?
He's got a steelhead car.
Oh. Yeah. Chad, say something to Bob Gill.
Yeah, me and Bob's got some stories we can't tell on air, I guess.
Yeah, that's right, buddy. We need to keep a whole lot of that to ourselves, don't we?
That's right.
All right, Eddie, I'll get off here. Good to hear from you, son, and I'll talk to you later.
You talk to me when you get Jeremy all situated, and I'll get both of you in the studio.
That'd be cool.
Hey,
right.
Bob. Hi, Bob. Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Bob. All right.
All right, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
All right, bye.
Bye. Big G's hollering bye. Hi.
He don't even know where he's at.
We have Chad from Cleveland Speedway here.
That's right. What are you doing, Chad?
Just riding around. Doing my honeydew list all day because of the rain. Didn't get to work, so I was doing honeydew list all day.
Oh.
Go ahead, caller. You got a question for Chad?
I'll be brief. We need to meet that 44. He's a bluegrasser. I need to meet him. It's Sid. He don't remember Sid. He don't remember Roy Lederer. He don't remember Wally Clayton. He don't remember Odell Subs. He don't remember all my pickers that he used to pick with. He might know Parachutes.
Hey, Fats has got Alzheimer's.
I got to meet Fats.
All right. We'll get you lined up with Fats here. We're going to take some call.
Fats, you got my number. Give it to Fats.
Yeah, he's got it. But he's got Alzheimer's real bad right now.
All right. All right, Sid.
Okay, I'll let that boy talk.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Anyway.
Go ahead. Yeah, where was we at?
We're right here with Chad.
We got another phone call. Go ahead. That's how it was last Tuesday night, but it was a real good show. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Fast Daddy.
Yes.
Hey, bud, they're going to tear all that concession stand and stuff down up there at Cleveland and stuff this winter and redo all that stuff.
That's our plan. We're going to redo the bathrooms and a lot of the concession and scoring tower. We got big plans this year. Concrete the infield. Try to make it make it more easier for the fans to come in and air condition the restrooms and stuff, hopefully.
Yeah, Jimmy's done wonders for that track. I'm glad he saved it.
Yeah, we've been blessed.
Yes, sir. Who's this?
This is Chad.
Chad.
Elliott.
Oh, okay. Hey, man, I ain't seen you in a long time, man.
Who's this?
It's Jimmy Hogan.
Oh, Jimmy Hogan.
Yeah. What you been into, Chad?
It's down there working. We got the keys at the end of July, and we've been working ever since. Replaced all the bleachers and painted and added some new dirt, took some banking out.
Yeah, I sat up there with Tim, not last weekend, but weekend before.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can't believe that about Clayton Holmes, where they done him and his wife and daughter.
Yeah, they got him pretty good on that deal.
Oh, yeah, done him dirty. It's all good out. Well, Chad, man, you know, I'm just going to chat with you in a minute. I'll see you at the racetrack sometime, man.
All right, man.
All right, bud.
All right, Jimmy.
All
right, bye.
All right, thanks, Eddie. Bye.
All right, see you. All right, the phone number is 614-5553, so we can ask Chad some questions about the track. Boy, I tell you what, Chad, what I seen of the track, what I have seen, looks good.
Yeah, we've turned it around, I feel like, anyway. And
oh, yeah.
We've had a lot of publicity about it. You know, that's a pretty good sign that we're doing something right anyway.
Yeah. I'm just glad they got to keep it, 'cause that's really a historical track.
Yeah, it's one of the longest consecutive running tracks in the South, other than, I think, Dixie and maybe one other. But we're right there with 1952 is when it was built.
Right.
It's been every year since.
Now they didn't run on it last year, was it? They didn't run, or did they run last year?
Yeah, I actually worked for the bankruptcy attorney last year.
Okay.
I ran it for him, and we raced all last year. November the 16th was our last race, and from that point until we opened back up was I think September the 13th was our first race.
So really, no years ever went by that it had never been raced on.
Boy, it needed some work though, didn't it,
Yes,
Chad?
yeah.
And you all have made that. It looks it looks new to me down there.
Looks good.
Yeah, like I say, we replaced all the wood, and we spent $150,000 on it in about 2 months' time.
I've heard that. I heard you spent a ton on it.
We spent like $76,000 just in lumber.
Wow. Don't take long with that lumber, does it?
We got all pressure treated #1 lumber. We didn't skip on nothing. We want to make sure it'd last.
You were working on it about 5 months, hadn't you?
No, actually, I didn't get the keys till the last week of July.
I mean, I've been coming by there about every day. I actually run David Moore's pool.
Yeah.
And I just live about 2 miles from you.
Yeah.
And you have done a good job on that.
Yeah, we started, like I say, the last week of July, and I think it took us 45 days. We done what we done in 45 days.
Wow. You done a good job on it. So you brought all new dirt in. You take all the old dirt out?
No, I didn't bring all new. I brought some dirt in. This winter, our plan is to dig all of that up and put all new clay on it.
Okay.
After a while, that clay just breaks down, and you can only do so much with it after so long.
What, did they start cracking and all that, or just?
Well, all the oil and transmission fluid and all that stuff gets in it, and it won't hold together like you want it to. You want it just packed hard like this desk,
right.
but sticky.
Okay.
Now it's to the point where it's just, you got to use what they call track prep on it. Now is what I'm using. It helps bring that back a little bit.
Something about like asphalt. When it ages, you want to have to go in more or less, take it up and repave it, and
yeah, it's a lot of the same.
Okay.
Boy, I bet it's hard to get all that clay up. I bet it'll be hard.
Yeah.
I know yins will get it done, but it's not going to be.
It's the expense more than anything. The work we can handle, the expense is what you're looking at, about $600 a truckload on that stuff.
Now, where are you going to get the clay from?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I've got a couple of calls out right now waiting on people to see what they can find, and they got some good up here at the airport. If I can get, see if I can get Mr. Jones there to see if he can help me out on that.
Yeah. Caller, go ahead. You're live on the Whoop.
Hey, Chad, this is Jimmy again. Hey, was that not dirty as hell what Bobby Mays done the weekend before last? Tore all them boys' cars up?
Well, after I talked to Bobby after the race, he pretty much told me, and I feel like he was telling me the truth because he was kind of heartbroken over the whole deal. His carburetor loaded up on the start. Whether it did or didn't, I'll just take the man's word on it.
Yeah, man, I don't know. You can, but man, they was sure some good racing there at the first 10, 12 laps.
Yeah, that made it all worth. That night right there made it all worth the hard work we've put in. That's what we're there for, to see some good racing, and the fans hopefully enjoyed that.
Yeah, man, that was some of the best racing I've seen up there in a long time.
Yeah, it was good. I hope every week can be like that. We're gonna have a 1,500 to win steelhead race and a 1,200 to win crate race this weekend. They're going to be topless, have the roofs off, and it's going to be a pretty good show this weekend. And Boyd's is going to be working with us on it. They're going to have the same show the next night, so it's going to be a 2-day show. So we should have a pretty good amount of cars.
Yeah. So next week, next year, y'all going to start running back on Saturday nights again?
I don't know yet. It's hard to tell. Right now we're doing good where we're at, so keeps on like it is. I don't want to change a good thing.
Oh yeah, it's been a good crowd up there. That place has been a good crowd up there. It ain't had that many people up there in a long time.
No, it's if you go back Saturday nights, you got like 5 tracks within a 150-mile radius to compete with. On Friday nights, we're the only track racing, so we're shooting ourselves in the foot. I feel like if we move back, we'll be 6 tracks trying to compete for the same cars and crowd.
Yeah,
it's not a smart business decision right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Chad,
That you're right.
Talk, buddy, and have a good night.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
You're right about that. You've got to stay like you are, really. I mean, it gets the crowd better that way, don't it? I mean, right now.
Right now, the thing we're fighting with, not really fighting with, but competing against is Friday night football. And but so far so good.
Yeah.
But first part of the year we won't be having to have any competition really. This time of year you start having football, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it though is you're not doing it on Saturday, and you really would be fighting with college football.
Yeah.
Right now if you had it on Saturday.
Then you have the NASCAR night races, and that a lot of people don't realize how many people just soon stay home.
Yeah.
Why go out when they can sit on their couch and watch a race?
Mm-hmm.
This Friday night deal is working out pretty good.
That's good.
Chad, what time do you get done down there on a Friday night?
Latest we've been so far is 12:20. My last feature was over at 12:20, but that night we had 101 race cars, and it was just.
Wow, that's not bad though, because I have been down there 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning before it got done.
Yeah, anytime you have that many cars, it's just controlled chaos, I guess. You got to hurry up, get this class off, get this class on. I felt like we done a pretty good job with that many cars.
Well, you don't. Now, I mean, I know they got a curfew limit. Well, what is it, 2 o'clock?
Well,
you have to be done by 2.
Or is it?
There's no written curfew law as of now.
Well, quote, there's not, right? But
I know, like in Chattanooga and stuff, they got to be done by 12.
Okay.
Here, as long as we don't every week over and over after 1 o'clock, they're fine with it. Usually 12:30 range, we try to be done. Just respect the neighbors and try to do the best we can get out of there.
Yeah, that's good. The neighbors, I don't think they'd have a problem with it, as long as it's, like I say, not over and over.
Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
How you doing, Eddie?
I'm doing good, Brett. How are you?
Good.
Good. Hey, you got a question to ask old Chad here?
No, I was going to call and say hi to Chad and Big G.
Hey, what's going on there, Mr. Brett?
Good.
You doing all right?
I didn't tell you we're out of school. We're out of school for fall break.
Well, I figured that after I seen all the kids out and the town was kind of full today.
Yeah. Hey, I was going to tell you, you could go on the WRCV's Facebook page and vote for the game of the week.
Now, what game of the week you want to vote for?
It is the Cleveland Bradley game.
Oh, I'm gonna vote for Cleveland.
No. This is the game of the week.
Oh well. Oh, okay. You want me to vote for the whole game, then?
Yeah, it's the game of the week.
So I don't get to vote just for Cleveland.
No, it closes tonight.
Okay.
Is that Facebook page not their internet site? I mean,
Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we got you.
Yeah. It closes tonight. You can go on there and vote before it closes.
Well, I'm gonna do that now.
Hey, McGee, they announced they announced the winner tonight.
Okay.
They announced the winner of the game of the week.
Now, what is the Facebook? How would I find that on Facebook?
You just go to
You go to the weather. You go to the WRCV's the weather page. The weather page.
Oh, okay. WRCB weather page.
It shows you the game of the game of the week.
Okay, let me go to their weather page right now.
And it takes you to another link.
Okay.
It takes you to another link from that page.
Okay, now the only thing I got on mine on the weather is the map, the 10 days, hourly, alerts, videos.
No, you can go on the let me go onto my page and I'll show you.
Okay, you go and let me know something because I want to vote for that one.
All right.
All right. See you, Brett.
All right. Thanks, Brett.
All right. Bye. Brett Whitehead. He's sports editor down here. Yeah.
I like Brett. He's good, and I like his daddy. His daddy's a real nice guy too.
Right now, folks, you need to ring his phone off and ask Chad some questions.
Yeah.
I think Chad's going to give away a pair of tickets tonight, too, ain't you, Chad?
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
Just whenever you're ready, we'll.
You got a question or something, a trivia? You just going to just let the caller that calls in? Or?
Yeah, I want to come up with something. You're more than welcome to. Be a pair of tickets and.
We did last week with boy, Jimmy was good on here.
Yeah.
I thought he was good. I think he was a little nervous, but he done a good job.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Yeah, he done a good
okay,
job.
I thought it was your brother, but it is your cousin.
Yeah, his dad and my dad are brothers.
Now, we might be cousins because I'm an Elliott, too, so, you know.
I won't hold it against you.
He said, well, I don't.
Paul's your daddy. Was his daddy? Paul Elliott.
Paul Elliott.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of Pauls, but for some reason, I think they're somewhere around along the line.
Or you may
I think
be.
it kind of got crossed there somewhere.
You guys all may be kin to old Bill Elliott, too.
Yeah.
Well, I am kin to Bill. I went back and seen that. And
a lot of our families around Blairsville and stuff like
we
that.
say we have to be kin then, so well. All right, old cuz. I'll just call you cuz.
That's right. But yeah, on those tickets, we'll give away 2 T-shirts along with those tickets when they come to the gate, or I'll leave something here to where they can give the people at the gate with for them to get in on. And plus, we'll give them 2 T-shirts at the gate. Or at the.
You don't want them to just come down there and give them your name?
Easiest. Whatever's easiest.
That's how we done the last.
That's fine. Just whatever you want to do.
With Chris Guffey and his.
Yeah, we rained out that night, but need to let everybody know they can use those tickets for the next event.
So you was rained out last Friday night.
Yes.
Okay. Now the winner of last week, I think, was Chris Guffey.
Yeah, I've got it wrote down.
He can use them tickets this week.
Yeah.
Again.
Anytime they win anything, they're more than welcome to use them.
Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
Hey, Eddie.
Yep. Yes. Yeah, I hear you. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I was going to give you the name.
Okay.
WRCB Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the you type that in. It shows you the vote for the game of the week.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm looking.
We're looking there, Brett. Hang on there, bud.
WRCB Channel 3. What?
Eyewitness News. Yeah.
Boy.
Okay. They don't have sports or anything, does it?
No. It shows you the background. It shows you the background of the
bridge.
The bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, it shows you the background of the bridge and the sun coming up.
All right. So where's our boat at?
You go to you get the front. You at the front of the page.
Yes.
But go to vote for the game of the week. Click on this the link,
Where's the game of the week?
It takes you to the for the Friday's game.
I don't see
Okay,
it.
I see it. Go ahead and show Fast A there.
Just keep scrolling down till you find it.
Oh boy, I found some old guy there. I found
It
something
is-
I didn't want to see there. Oh,
You hear
great. Yeah, go ahead, Brett. Big G, talk to Brett there. While I'm
Yeah, Brett, we're looking at it. We're now Chad's found it, so he's voting.
It is the Cleveland Bradley game in Tyner and Howard.
We don't want Howard. We ain't gonna vote for old Howard. We don't want to vote for it.
It is a close game. It's a close game. It's a close vote.
Well, we're gonna unbreak it.
Yeah, it's a close vote for them.
Well, it'd be all right if I ever find it. My phone won't find it. I'm on the page. Crap.
Yeah.
But I ain't found what you're saying. How far down is it, Chad, on there when you scroll down? I've scrolled down to quit doing anything.
Hey, it shows you Friday night football, and it shows you the football in the middle, and it shows you hashtag FNF3.
Hey, can you send me that link, Brett?
That's what I'm trying to do.
On your phone?
Yeah, or you know my phone number, or I got Twitter.
Let me send it to you.
Now, which way you gonna send it?
I just tagged you in it.
Where at?
On Facebook, I tagged you in it. On your regular page.
Oh, good. That'll be the easiest way for me to find that. You know, I'm still young at this, and
Yeah, it closes. Hey, Eddie.
yeah.
It closes tonight at 10.
Well, Chad's got me here. I'm gonna get it right now. I'm gonna vote right now.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, that's a rock slide. Is that the one I click on, Chad? That you? Something about a rock slide? Highways? No. Yeah, we're gonna find it, Brett.
All right.
All right.
We'll get if we have to vote 2 or 3 times on Chad's phone.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. That's the
I don't
wrong
know why
one.
I've done that.
Yeah, he sent me the wrong thing. He sent me something on Madden Branch in Polk County.
I'll get it to you.
He'll get it to me. Yeah, do that though, Chad. Yeah.
Might have to get Chad to do me that way.
We'll get it. We'll get done before 10.
Hey, I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link on Twitter. How's that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right.
All right, man.
All right. Bye.
Mine's bringing up everything but the right thing.
You guys lost me. I was burning on the text.
I'm lost anyway. I've been lost for a long time. I need to straighten up. Go ahead, caller. You live on the Whoop?
I just want to tell you, everybody at Kyle Busch Motorsports, to tell y'all to say hello. Say hello to everybody at WOP 99.9 FM. Everybody at Kyle Busch Motorsports. So does his wife. I got it on my phone right now where I've got the Gmail all back from him. I will show it to you if I ever get a chance to come down there. It says he's trying to answer all requests. And they're trying to answer all requests that they can. But they're a busy person. So just all I know, we got to be patient on that. But I've got it right here on the phone page, Eddie, and I'll show you. And I've got 5 different drafts from Kyle Busch and 5 different messages from Kyle Motorsports telling me they're trying to answer all requests to call in on Whoop on Tuesday night. And I'm not sure if they know which night, but I stated Tuesday. And I can show it up to you on my phone. Have you ever went to Kyle Busch's website?
Oh, yeah. Many a time.
And they haven't never sent you mail back?
No.
Man.
Hey, It says I've already voted for Friday night. Did you do it for me? That's a fine if you did. I mean.
My phone.
Yeah. Okay. Send it all to me there.
I need to get I will get it down there one of these
Hey,
days.
get on that wooden horse of yours and get down here. It's early enough. Come on.
I need to show you how to do that and to get to him.
Well, yeah.
Talk to you back. And you never talk to them back.
No, Sid, now listen, we're taking up airtime here. You know, I mean, with that, we can produce him. I don't want to talk right now. We got other people that need to call in.
I know.
You know what I mean. See if you can keep working on that. All right? I've done been quiet about it because I was tired of it. But, you know, if you're going to bring it up again.
I
know. So hurry up and get Kyle in here. Calling in. All right?
Okay.
All right. See you. Don't you throw that away. Bye.
Kyle won a nationwide race.
I feel like I'm taking another one of them migraines, Big G.
I got one.
I just knowed it was going to happen from Sid.
It always happens when we don't want it to happen.
Hey, Chad, did you vote me? It said I just voted in the Channel 3 Friday night football game, and I didn't even see it.
Well, you probably accidentally hit it and didn't even know it.
Really? I wonder who I hit then. I've got to do what Brett wanted.
What's he want anyway?
Right here.
He wants me to vote.
I mean, who for? I know who for.
Well, I'll figure it out.
That was silly ass now.
No, it ain't silly. I mean, I'm going to see if Brett done anything on Twitter. Oh, Brett's a good, and I'll tell you that.
I think we got
right
a phone
now.
call.
I think you do. Oh, we do. Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
Hey, I was wondering how fast those cars go around the track there at top speed.
Chad?
Last 2 years ago, we had the Super Late Model race down there, and they clocked Jimmy Owens qualifying. I think he's running 127 down the front straightaway.
What about your local guys?
Our top division, they're probably right around the 100-mile-an-hour mark, somewhere around there.
If I got me one of them race cars that had 2 seats in it, would you ride around the track with me and me go wide open?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
You'd hold my hand and let me go real fast.
All right, there won't be no holding hands.
I like to go real fast.
I don't think Chad won't hold hands with you.
You get the car, we'll go.
Chad, I hold somebody's hand.
That's right.
What about water truck? Can you would let anybody just drive a water truck around that place?
I probably have to pass on that one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, then, son. You're doing a good job. You keep it up, you hear?
All right, appreciate it.
Appreciate it. 614-5553 is the number. And, Chad, we're fixing Big G, you got a question that you would like to ask on the internet? For these 2 tickets, 2 shirts that Chad's going to give away Friday night?
Do I have a question?
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on a minute. I'm trying to multitask here.
I've got one. The first caller that calls in. Do you want me to do this or you?
Give away
It's
2 sets.
I'll tell you what.
2
Let's
sets.
ask a NASCAR question since we got NASCAR.
Well, I was going to ask a football type question.
Well, that's football.
But-
That's fine.
One of each.
Oh, yeah, we'll do one of each.
Go ahead.
This is for the first set. What is the name, and we got to have his real name, of the person that was voted for the 40 years of being at Cleveland High School, football, never missed a game. We got to have his full name, not a nickname. 614-5553 for a pair of tickets and 2 shirts. Oh, well, that's dead.
Scared them.
That scared him to death.
Uh-oh.
Here we are again. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, it was Robert Goins.
That's correct. You've got 2 tickets. We're going to have your name, though.
My name is Carolyn Myers.
Carolyn. What are you doing, Carolyn?
What did you do?
I was going to call Billy and see if he wanted to ride up here with me, but I got Julie had me so much doing today, I forgot all about it.
Well, he probably would have because he was down there at the cab stand late, so he's listening too.
We'll get him up here next week. Or tell him to come on up here if he's just sitting down there. Tell him we're sitting here, got him a seat waiting.
He's at He's at home now.
Oh.
He's done went home and he's eating, and he probably won't come back out tonight. But
Holly won't let him back out. Is what you're saying?
yeah, Holly won't let him back out.
Okay.
All right.
We got you down, Carolyn. I said we got you down. Just show up down there at the track Friday night at the ticket counter.
She
right?
knows all about it.
Oh, she's won them before.
No, she's got 3 or 4 race cars herself.
All right.
All right, I'll be there, Chad.
All right.
All right.
See you, Carolyn.
All right.
That ain't the Carolyn on A&K Cowboy, is it?
Yeah.
You know it is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, she's my cousin.
Yeah, it was Mr.
Won't you
Robert.
talk in the microphone?
Yeah.
Is it on?
The question was asked is Mr. Robert Goins' bullet
right.
here.
That's right.
Now, you don't need to try to answer that question again. Big G's got another question, but we got a caller first, so hang on. Go ahead, caller.
I was going to ask Chad, what's the track record down there?
A 1271. Jimmy Owens has got it.
1271.
Yep. Dale had it. Dale McDowell had it up until him, and it was a 1281. So he beat it by a tenth of a second.
That's rolling.
Yeah, it is.
Ah, man, you did a good job in there.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to give away some tickets here in about 2 weeks so I can go. But right now, I'm going to football game.
I understand that.
But,
I won't have to give you any. You don't have to win them. I'll get you a set. Just let me know when you come.
Really?
Yeah.
But Carolyn, I'm just glad she won them. She's my cousin, and I'm just glad she's listening to the show tonight.
Yeah, me and Carolyn go way back.
You didn't have an idea I was going to use you as a trivia question.
No, I didn't.
You have to tell.
Well, you know my cousin Billy Mayo then.
Oh, yeah, really good.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he used to race down there.
Yeah, I helped him when he first started. I helped him on his car.
I work with his girlfriend.
He's a big guy. He's about
I work with his girlfriend.
Really?
It works.
He's about 6'3", ain't he? 6'4".
I bet you don't get nothing done. You chasing after her all day long, ain't you?
No.
No.
No, his wife's listening. You can't do that.
No. All right, let's see. Big G, you got a question here?
Yeah.
Let's get on the right subjects here.
Okay, we're on NASCAR. Who is on the bubble? Well, who's on the bubble of the chase for being dropped out of the chase? Not already out of the chase. We already got 4 that's out of the chase. We want to know who's on the bubble for being out of the chase as of right now. Give me the name of the driver in Sprint Cup. It's on the bubble.
614-5553.
And that'd be the one that's in 8th place.
I don't know that.
All right. We're waiting. And Chad, I got this down. I don't know. Well, that you want to record it yourself.
No, that's fine.
That's what
I was going to write these down.
I'll get that before we leave.
All right. Call us. 614-5553. Who is on the bubble?
Here we go. Go ahead, caller. Give us the answer there.
Jimmy Johnson.
Nope.
Oh, no.
I thought it was.
No. Jimmy Johnson not. Jimmy Johnson is 12th.
Oh, okay.
I want the 8th place driver.
The 8th place driver. Okay.
All right. See.
She'll go back and do an investigation. She's going to win them tickets and them 2 shirts.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody get on that internet now, ain't
That's
they?
right. They're searching it. Got a call.
Yeah, these trivia questions are rigged.
I know it. Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
What are you fellas into down there? Got Chad Haley.
Oh,
That's right. This is Mr. Tenpenny.
Is that Penny Henny?
Cecil, you got a answer for these Cleveland Speedway tickets?
Well, I might as well because Chad is Jeff Gordon.
That's incorrect.
That's right.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Well, I was wrong.
Yeah, that's
All
Jeff.
right.
Jeff Gordon. He's on the bubble.
Ooh.
But he'll be winning the championship though. Hedrick leaving him alone.
I'm not worried about him. I'll put it that way.
And Chad, I don't get to see you much face to face, but buddy, I appreciate the job you're doing.
I appreciate y'all supporting us, Cecil.
So we try to do our best and try to be there every time we can.
Where did y'all move your garage to now? I went by there the other day and it was gone.
I went back down South Lee Highway.
Oh, okay.
They, I was going downsize.
Yeah.
Sean goes out and buys 3 more.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
So who's making all the money now?
Yeah.
I don't know where to love him or kill him.
Right.
Well, Chad, I was going to tell you something before I say so, Haynes. I appreciate you coming down and doing this. Are you going to be able to come back next week, or are you going to send somebody? I mean, I'd like to have it on. I'll save 7:30 slot for you every week.
Yeah, I've got
for you guys
for sure. I got a driver coming next week, John Ornby. Then I'm going to try to line one up every week for you.
Yeah, and I'd like for you to come if you wanted to. That's up to you. I know you can't come all the time.
Yeah, Tuesdays usually the nights people rent the racetrack. That's the reason I couldn't be here last week. I had 5 cars down here renting it last week, getting ready for a
Friday night.
A triple night racing up there, and had one in North Carolina, one in Georgia, or 2 in Georgia. Paid $10,000 apiece. So they was getting tested and tuned in for those 3 nights of racing.
Hey, so that's what you do on Tuesday nights, rent that thing out, huh?
Yeah. Well, I try to whenever people want it.
That helps. That brings in the revenue.
Yeah.
What you charging now, Chad?
$700.
$700.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's for about 5 hours.
Yeah.
But usually, typical person's in there about 3.5, 4 hours, and they're done.
What about the spectators can't come in, right? I mean, can't come and watch up in the stand.
No, I have everything locked down that way they can do their secret stuff, I guess what you'd call it.
Yeah.
They won't be locked in there, so I lock them in, let them do their thing.
Hey, fellas, I enjoyed talking to you, and y'all have a good night, and Chad, appreciate you, Bubba.
All right, buddy. See you.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've got it rented November the 17th, I believe, to Riley Hickman. He's some road race guys from down towards Atlanta are wanting to try to learn how to drive a dirt track car, so they're coming up.
Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
Is it called Brother 7:30?
It's already been answered.
Oh, has it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you was wrong anyway.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. No Kyle Busch.
Nope. No Kyle Busch.
That's what what's his face is trying to get us hooked up with Kyle Busch. Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
Yeah, I got a question for Chad.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What's one of them cars cost to build, you reckon?
Depends on which class you want to start with.
Probably the fastest one. Is that the ponies?
No.
No?
Yeah, steel headlight models. You're probably a competitive car. You're probably looking at about 40,000.
Do they have like a school or something a man might go to and maybe try to figure it out?
Yeah, Dale McDowell has one every week down there, or not every week.
Is this the Whoop man?
What's that?
Is this the Whoop man?
Oh no! This is Greg Hughes.
Greg Hughes.
Greg.
Okay.
Hughes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Dale McDowell's having one next month down there at Boyd's, and then he's going to have one up here at our track, I think, in December. Depends on what you want. If you want the full school of setup and for driving, it's probably around $700-800.
$700 or $800 make a drive one, don't even have to buy it.
Yeah.
Well, wonder how a man get a hold of him. Can you do it? Can we, maybe come down there to your speedway?
Yeah, I can set you up with his information there. I'll leave it here with him, and you can come by here and get it.
About how fast do you take me around through? I guess you got one of them 3-seaters.
It's a 2-seater.
Oh, it's 2. It's 2-seater.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd probably about 15-second laps.
15. By how many mile an hour would it be, you reckon?
About 85, 90 mile an hour.
Okay. All right. Is that what kind of motor?
Steelhead.
Any kind of steelhead motor?
Yeah, it's a 350 with probably got about 500, 600 horsepower.
5 or 600. So kind of like a little Chevrolet truck or something.
Yeah, a souped up Chevrolet truck.
Right. Well, a buddy of mine had one, had a little 350. I think it made like 800 in it.
Yeah, the big thing about this is you got to turn left when you get to the other end. It ain't just go straight and let off the gas. You got to turn left and do it again to go the other way.
Yeah, we went in one of them tracks. There didn't have no walls, and boy, he never even turned.
Yeah.
They just went off the side of it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I appreciate you holler at me. We'll see if we can set that up. You got a number I can get from you?
Yeah, I'll leave it here. I don't want to give his number out over air. He may not like that too well.
Oh, okay, buddy. Thank you, Mr. Elliott.
All right. Boy, that guy sounded familiar.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't turn left, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
He sounded familiar.
Turn left and turn right, turn left, turn right.
Yeah, you turn right to go left.
That's right.
That's what the cartoon says.
Real familiar.
Yeah, Shorty Frazier went out about 3 years ago. He got up on the wall and he landed out there in South Lee Highway.
Did he?
We had to lay a life force to him. Bro, I think it cracked his neck or something.
Man. Now, I guess they haven't got into the Hans device and all that stuff.
Yes.
Have they? They have.
You got probably 50% or more is already into that. That deal with Dale Earnhardt, what, 2001?
Yeah.
It wasn't soon after that everybody was looking into that stuff. Even your lower divisions even got it.
Okay.
And they've come a long way with the seats. The seats make a big difference too.
They carbon fiber and all that stuff too.
Yeah, when you get in them, you've got support on your left and right hand side. Just you can barely turn your head in there. You're in the seat so well. Then they got the Hans device that you put under your belt and hook your helmet to.
Then they got their spotters.
Well, we don't run radios.
You don't run radios. So in other words, just whatever vision you can see, that's about all you.
Yeah.
You don't have somebody say you got a car low, car high, or.
Yeah, on these local divisions, you've got a lot of people. They used to let them do that, and they would be blocking more than they'd be using it for their.
Oh, okay.
For safety, they're using it more for. You got one coming low, block him. You got one going high, block him.
Yeah.
They're using it more.
Well, couldn't they do something? Well, I guess they probably couldn't. Want more or less penalize them for doing that.
It's hard to say. Did they really do it that? I mean, you just be their word against yours. Are you trying to say that they?
Well, if you had an official that had everybody's frequency in it, and just say me and you are racing, for instance, one against one another, you got like a NASCAR official or a dirt track official saying, if he says, hey, you got one low, blocking. Well, right there,
yeah, but you got 23 other cars on track. Which car did that come from?
Well, you would have. Well, I know NASCAR's got every frequency in there that's got every car. Because they've got the radios now that comes up with what car number it is. When frequency.
Yeah, we're not that high tech yet.
Well, I understand that. I do understand that. I mean, it costs a lot of money to do that too. Well, I mean, I'm a ham operator and I know what radio equipment costs.
Yeah, I bought 5 the other day from Wheelers up here. I give $2,200 for 5 radios.
That's just handheld walkie-talkies too, wasn't it?
2 ways with headsets. So I can talk to my other guys that's working the track.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not cheap. Them the transponders that everybody's going to now, just for that system alone, it's a little box you mount it on the car. It counts the laps, what position, all that, and they're about $20,000 just for the initial setup on those.
So you got transponders all the way around the track somewhere?
Right when you come across start-finish line, you've got a wire underground. Every time that car comes by, it reads that transponder, and it's got a serial number on it. It's in the computer. When it comes across, that car comes across, it automatically shows that car number.
Okay.
It counts the laps. So.
Well, that's good then. I mean, I'm glad they got something like that instead of, because you don't have video surveillance and you don't have all that stuff.
Then you also keep 2 people up there doing the calling also in case the system goes down.
Mm-hmm.
You've got it on paper too. You know how the computers go. It go out in the middle of a race, you're in trouble. So you got to have a backup system.
Right. I'm trying to think the other guy's name that used to work down there. He used to be my neighbor over on Michigan Avenue.
Oh, that's T.A. Hicks.
T.A. Hicks. Has he showed back up any down there?
No, he's actually I talked to his nephew the other day, and T.A. was supposed to get with me and come down there one night and see everybody again. Everybody ask about him all the time.
Okay.
He's playing golf so much now.
I've had him on the show here. Yeah. Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
You got Denny Snyder from Ontario, Canada calling. How are you gentlemen this evening?
Doing good, Denny. Doing very good. Glad to have you on the show here, too.
Well, I'll tell you what. We are absolutely thrilled to first of all, have the invite extended to us. And my dear Kristen Wallace, she was on the program last week, and she dropped her Uncle D's name down there. So send a shout-out certainly to Kristen, because I know she's listening in, including Donna over there in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and Quentin Moore. He's a full-time wheelchair user, and I'm sure, well, he's listening in too, and I'm sure that he's a little sad that his hero, Morgan Shepherd, didn't make it, but at least Uncle D did, and we're glad that we're here with you guys tonight.
That's right, and I'm glad Uncle D made it. Now, tell us what you do in racing.
Well, I've been involved with racing for this. I'm in my 60th year now. I'm 67 years old and attended for my first race in 1959. And then, but I've always been in the sign painting business. So in 1967, 68, I lettered my first race car. And the last one I lettered was actually in 2005. So between 67 and 2005, Lord only knows how many race cars I lettered. But no, as a track promoter, team owner, and then in 2004, Uncle D's life took quite a turn when I designed and created what is now recognized as the world's first fully wheelchair-accessible, non-comp, multi-seat race car. Boy, that's a mouthful, eh?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, it is. That is.
So, my world today revolves around those having disabilities and illnesses, and doing my best along with friends on both sides of the border to integrate the world of those having disabilities and illnesses into the world of racing by making the world of racing just a wee bit more accessible for them, be it parking, the confection booths, the washrooms, lines of vision, making sure that they can see the races quite nicely from the different vantage points that to make it easy for them, for sure.
I seen on the internet today where Tony Stewart helped a guy in a wheelchair win his first sprint car race this week somewhere. I don't know exactly where it was at. He's a wheelchair.
Absolutely, and there's quite a number within the world of racing, certainly NASCAR, that are certainly doing their part to Denny Hamlin and so many of the others that are doing their best to reach out with our dear ones and to our dear ones having disabilities and their illnesses, for sure. And with you folks down in the States having roughly 55 million people having disabilities and illnesses, not including the family members, that's quite a population of those having disabilities that certainly the world of racing it's already being tapped into, but certainly there's a lot more work to be done. And a dear friend of mine, Mark Smith, hello, Smitty, I know you're listening down there in Atlantis, North Carolina. In 2006, my dear friend Schmitty designed and created what's now called and recognized as the Children's Dream Racers. And these are little bitty race cars that he's put together. They're about 2.5 feet wide and 92 inches long. And these race cars of his go into the hospitals. And over 40 hospitals in your fine country, the U.S., has one of his little Children's Dream car racers. And the kiddies can have their blood transfusions done, and in some cases even their chemo treatments are done in Smitty's little race cars. They're really, really cool. We'd certainly like to get some of his little races up here.
Now, Danny, this Big G, I'm the one you talked to, on Instant Messenger.
Yes.
Now, did I see when you was talking to me, right, didn't you have an interview tonight with Bill Elliott or some of their guys? Or
No, just with yourself. You and Fast Eddie, yep, and there's another Elliott sitting right beside you, apparently.
Yeah, that's Chad.
Elliott's on my race team, and both of them are. One is Bob Elliott, who's a national champion within the drag racing world, and Gary Elliott is he's a rounder up here, and last week he just ran his 750th consecutive race night. I believe Gary is 61 years old.
Wow. Yeah, now Chad, one that's here, he does our dirt track racetrack we got here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Go ahead, Chad. Tell him a little bit about our dirt track we got.
It's a 3/8 mile high banked dirt track. We have 5 divisions: steelhead, crate, A hobby, B hobby, and pony 4-cylinder class.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm very much involved with the dirt world there, and as a matter of fact, April Wilson, she runs it at Brockville. She's one of the dirt racers and team members of Project Track Champion Access Motorsport Racing. And if you're in the dirt world, then you'll know my really dear friend up here in Ontario, Glenn Stiers, the owner of Oshwegan Speedway. The project car's actually been at the track, and Glenn just had a hoot when he gave some folks having disabilities a ride in the car. And as a matter of fact, after the ride, he said, "Uncle D, I need one of these at my track." So, yeah, I'm very much involved with a lot of the aspects of the different world of racing and the elements and the people involved. I'm basically a people person, has been particularly in the world of racing.
Well, I know, I'm going to tell you, and I know, and I'm hope Kristen is listening, you're not going to find a better person than Kristen Wallace. No sweeter person, no person that's got a better attitude on them and personality as that girl there. And I tell you right now, I think she is going to go places in her racing career.
She absolutely is. Actually, Chris and I first met on Facebook about 4 years ago, and then I met her in person at the Snowball Derby 2 years ago in Pensacola there. And but no, I'm dear friends of her daddy Jake and Mom Lori and her brother Eric Wallace up there in Concord. He's on Carl Edwards' pit crew.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I couldn't remember who he spotted for.
And Ryan Reed. No, he don't spot. He's
on the crew.
He's on the crew.
Okay. Now, who was it we had that was Denny Hamlin spotter? We have somebody on there.
That's Chris Lambert, and Derek Nealing is Kyle Larson.
Right. Okay. But
no, it's a wonderful world of racing, isn't it, gentlemen?
Oh yes.
You can't find better people than in the world of racing, no matter what side of the border you're on.
Yeah, it don't matter what side you're on, and you know I hear a lot of people too calling on satellite radio. I listen to, and a lot of you guys, I say you guys, but you guys up in Canada up there. I think when this thing switches over, you're not going to see a lot of the racing, are you?
Oh well, that all depends on how this world of technology operates. But we're still running some fine racing up here. As a matter of fact, we've got a big, huge race this weekend in Peterborough, the Autumn Color weekend, and that's just east of Toronto. My home is actually about 2 hours drive north of Niagara Falls, so that kind of puts you in perspective. I'm in farming country, so and I've been listening to the show for the last hour, so I got my 5-point hitch hooked up to a hay bale here so we can ride through the show together.
Yeah.
You just didn't want to miss it, did you, Denny?
No, I was raised on a farm, and well, actually, I do have some U.S. Connections, fellas. My ancestors, Pennsylvania Dutch, came out of Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, back in 1805, and the good ones are still here, apparently.
Oh, they're still up there where you're at, the good ones, then, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't blame you. There you go.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Been up into Ontario, Canada here at all.
Yeah. Denny, we have a lot of fun on the show.
Oh, absolutely. I've been just having a whoop and a hoot the last hour here.
Yeah, about the first 30 minutes is just, you got a lot of local people that like to call in, and we have a blast with them.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And then we've got Chad Elliott in here. He's he's running the track down here at Cleveland Speedway, and that's dirt track, and we're getting a lot of calls on that too.
Well, absolutely, and well, I'm a small town boy, and was actually Durham here is a small rural community settled in here about 1860, and we're just a population of about 2,500. So we're just good old down country home folk around here.
How's the weather up there?
With lots of racing.
How's your weather?
It's fine, actually. We got no snow in my part of the province. They've already got some out in Western Canada and Northern Ontario, but no, we had a sunny day today, a day for wearing a spring jacket, but the white stuff coming. But this Canadian head is heading south about mid-December to Clearwater, Florida for the winter.
Yeah, that's what I figured. You'd be heading out.
They call me a turkey, but this year I think I'm going to turn myself into a snowbird.
Oh.
So you're going to stay then, ain't you?
I was yet to see a race in the month of February, so I'm looking forward to it. So, like I say, my world is very much involved with those having disabilities, and of course with the Project Track Champion car with its wheelchair accessibility, we've been able to really put a real. But having those with disabilities, we're more or less putting them into the limelight in a very quiet manner. We're kind of putting a voice to those that, for the most part, just whisper. And 28 ride-alongs that we've conducted so far, we've given rides to over 1,500 individuals having disabilities of all ages, from the age of 7 to 70 plus. And actually, Kenny Wallace was the first to actually wheel the car 4 years ago.
Well, I tell you right now, it's good. I mean, it's good to hear from you, and you coming on the show and everything.
Well, it's certainly a delight to be on the show, and I, as a matter of fact, I'm almost embarrassed to say this, but I didn't know there was a place of Cleveland, Tennessee, until I got hooked up with you guys about a month ago. So it's just great to be on the show here and chat with you guys for sure.
Well, I tell you right now, a lot of people likes Tennessee.
Well, I used to do some trucking back in the late 70s, early 80s, and Tennessee was one of my fave states to wheel.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of people likes Tennessee. We got a lot of things here, I mean, even the seasons are, real good, and we don't have a real bad winter, but they're saying this year we're probably going to have one of the worst winters we've ever had.
Yeah, I notice you folks down there are getting a lot of severe weather. If I may ask, at Cleveland Speedway there, what have you got in respects to wheelchair accessibility? The people are, particularly in wheelchairs, are free to come and go, washrooms, ramps, and that sort of thing, or what concessions have you made for those dear folks?
Actually, this year, when we took it over, that's what we focused on mainly. We built a brand new wheelchair accessible ramp and area for them to be able to sit and see the races. The previous way it was set up, they had to be pushed around quite a ways to get to where they could even see the race. So that was the first step we worked on this year, was making it when they roll straight in, they come straight through the gate, and they're the first seating area you come to. It's actually one of the best seating areas in the place, because I have to run people out of, your regular fans want to come up there and sit and throw out lawn chairs because it's such a good seating area, and redone the restrooms and made them more handicap accessible.
Chad, is this something that you did on your own, or were you persuaded to do it, or encouraged to do it, or?
No, it's just something I took upon myself to do, because I got to thinking, if I was in a wheelchair where I wouldn't want to have to be down there in that corner and get mud flung all over me just to be able to watch a race. I want to be up here with everybody else. And
bless you for doing that. And a lot of times, so what I encourage track owners to do is to get themselves a wheelchair, and not spend 5 minutes in it, but to spend a day in it.
Right.
Spend a day in that wheelchair and cover every aspect of their facility, and just see how freely they can move about. From parking, the washrooms, the concession booths, the whole thing. And if they find it difficult, well, so does our dear ones that do use walkers and mobility and motor devices and that sort of thing to move about the facility of a speedway.
Right. Yeah, we try to look at make it the easiest for everybody.
So, like I say, it's a real pleasure to be on here and get the word out there. You'll probably be seeing, last fall I put together Project Track Champion Access Motorsport Racing. I did mention Kristen. There's actually quite a number down your way that are team members and representatives for Project Track Champion, as a voice, as it were. Don Perdue, Frank and Deborah Owsley, Gary Bingham, Terry Carson, Russell Lovett, Nitro Mike, Morgan Robson, Dustin Jackson, Gary Elliott, Bob and Jory Elliott are just a few. So there's quite a few racers out there that are that's got the decal for Project Track Champion Access Motorsport Racing on both their race cars and their haulers, and it depicts the Canadian maple leaf, a portion of the U.S. flag, and then the globe with a silhouette of a person sitting in a wheelchair on it. So, we're getting out there and about, and we're having a lot of fun while we're doing it.
Well, that's a good thing and for a good cause, and I appreciate you, Denny, being on the show tonight, and we'll have you back on here sometime.
I'd be delighted to come back on board again, and thank you again for the opportunity, gentlemen, and do take care and God bless.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Thank you, Danny.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now.
Mm-hmm. Denny Snyder.
Interesting.
Uncle D.
Oh, Uncle
Done a
D.
good job.
Yep. Yep.
And he praises Chad about the Cleveland Speedway accessible for the handicap.
Yeah, we just try to make it where everybody can enjoy the show. We're working on a couple other things for them this year, but
it takes time.
Yeah, and then a couple other things we're working on. We're having a big race in November. We have a lot of the big names in. We're going to try to give away a car that night. And next year, we're working on having Ty and Austin Dillon down there. And we got a couple things in the works. They all done talked to them. We got to pick out a date where it's probably going to be during the week, like a Tuesday or a Thursday night show.
It'll happen because Boyd got them, didn't he?
Yeah, really good friend of mine, Dale McDowell. He drives for them, drives their dirt operation car for them, and he's already got it lined up. He's gonna come here, then go to Boyd's all the same week.
Why don't you get Dale McDowell to come up here and bring him up here, or come up here and be on the show together one night? That'd be great.
He'll be up here Friday. I'll run it across him and see what he's got going on next Tuesday. He's back and forth between here and North Carolina all the time. It's just hard to pin him down during the week.
That'd be good, though, wouldn't it, Chad? Have him on here.
Oh, yeah. He just won a big race up in Ohio, paid $100,000 to win, so he's won some money this year.
Oh, yeah.
He's a really good driver.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, it'd be great to have him.
Yeah.
But I'll take anybody you get. How's that?
That's right.
The Doss boys. It don't matter.
We'll get who? I'll go line up somebody different every week.
Yeah, I'll get anybody you take. You know that. As long as we give away at least a pair or two of tickets every week, be good.
I'm all for that. We just need to get you a Whoop sign up down there. Y'all need to buy some advertisement from us now.
That's where we need to talk to Mr. Jones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because Chris, he bought a sign last year for Buy Here, Pay Here, so got a little bit of money out of him last year.
It's nice meeting you, man.
You too, buddy.
Hey, Bullet, it's nice seeing you again. I'll use that thing that you give me. And
I appreciate you, Fast Eddie.
I appreciate you.
They're good guys.
All right.
Victor's hard brick, too.
Hey, have a good one then.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll talk to you, Bullet. All right. Yeah, Chad, done slipped my mind. See, I'm getting old. I cannot remember good upstairs.
My wife's sitting out in the driveway listening to us on the radio.
Oh, yeah. What I was going to tell you was, Chad, we're going to have Margaret Sue Turner Wright. Her husband, Curtis Turner used to race a long time ago.
And she is really interesting lady to talk to. She done a great job here. I guess 5 months ago, we had her on. I tell you right now, we could have had her on here for 2 hours. If we had a 2-line phone here, I mean, I know these people on there had questions asked that lady because she is wonderful.
Yeah, I like sitting back and listening to the old stories and stuff. Yeah. It just seems unreal to some of the stuff they used to do.
And the thing about her is she's real grateful for everybody that remembers her father. That and the thing about it is, before we really started doing all this here, that's the first time I had heard of him.
Oh, really?
And I thought I've heard everybody in NASCAR.
Right. It's kind of like Joe Lee. A lot of people don't realize,
Yeah.
He was the first one to win the Coke 600.
Yep.
You never hear that until this past year. They done a thing of every person that's won it. And, if he'd stuck with it, where would he be these days? Would they be a Petty? Or would he have been the next big thing, He just, things didn't go his way, but he won him a big race. But he don't get the recognition, just like he's talking about him.
Right.
His name's not brought up like a Jarrett or a Petty or a Fireball Roberts or anybody like that.
Yeah, when that race happened, I don't know if it was Joe Lee, but something wasn't scored right, and they give Joe Lee the wind off of it, or I heard some kind of race that happened, and Joe Lee was in on it. And I don't know if it was the one in Daytona or what happened.
I know the Petties, Lee Petty actually, they gave the race to somebody else down there at Daytona, the first Daytona race.
Right.
And the next morning they had to give it to Petty because they went back. Somebody had took a picture of the finish line, and they ended up having to reverse who they said would won it. But I can't picture one with Joe Lee. Not saying it didn't happen, but I just can't think of one.
Well, it might have been Joe Lee was supposed to have been I think for some reason or another, something's coming to me about them being a lap down, or
Joe Lee was the only car on the lead lap.
Okay,
when he won the
that's
Coke
what
600.
it was. That might have been what it was.
He just sat back and let his tires just rode the whole, I guess, first 500 miles.
Mm-hmm.
The last 100 laps, he had good tires. Everybody else was blowing their tires left and right, and he just kept on going. And
Sound like Sunday, don't it?
Yeah.
Sunday, all of our chase drivers, every one of them, blowing. I mean, it wasn't just right side tires; it was left side tires. And
he was telling me the stories of that years ago of they used to take tow bars, and that's how they get their cars to the track. They go over here to Black Mountain, headed over to Charlotte. The car wouldn't pull the other car, so they had to get out, put the axles back in the race car, crank it, and push the other one up the hill so they can make it on over.
Yeah, it used to be steeper than what it is.
Yeah, and they used to when they'd have a flat, they would get a screw and put it in their tire with a red silicone instead of patching it. That's how they patched them when they'd race, with nails in their tires with silicone around them. This is crazy, the stuff they used to do.
Oh, yeah.
That's some of the good stories that, like that right there.
Yeah.
I like them kind of stories, hear about what they used to do.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then Jolie, he had an accident. I think it was either on pit row or something there, where one of his crew members got killed, and that kind of done him in on the race. And on top of that, he broke his knee up pretty good, and he didn't really have a kneecap, And
do you ever get Ronnie down there?
I don't. He's supposedly going to come some this year, but Ronnie's just like his daddy. He said he'd never be back over some situation that happened between him and his dad, and for so far he's stuck with that. But
yeah,
I'd like to see him back. It'd bring in a lot of people. Just be glad to see him back up there.
Oh yeah. Now you're going to have a big race coming up, right?
The November, I don't know exactly, the second weekend in November. I have to look on the calendar here and let you know exact date. It's going to be the November the 14th.
Now,
be 5,000 to win.
Now, Chad, you'll have drivers from
pretty much everywhere, because we're going to race here for 5,000. Then the next night they'll be in Chattanooga for 5,000. So they'll have a $10,000 weekend to race for. So we should have a good amount of cars.
Wow.
Yeah. Used to, this race years ago was 10,000 to win, but it's 100 laps. Then now it's 50 laps, 5,000 to win, and the next night they'll race 50 more laps for 5,000 more. So it gives them two different tracks to, you have two different winners most of the time on a deal like that, because it's two different kinds of tracks, and ours has got banks, theirs is flat, so it gives everybody a chance to get in the spotlight, I guess.
What size track is Cleveland Speedway?
3/8.
And Boyd's is?
Same, it's just flatter. It don't have the banking that we do. You pretty much pull the same gear as you do here, Boyd's, and North Georgia. They're all basically the same size, just different layout.
The phone line's open, 614-5553 for about 5 more minutes, and then we got Margaret Sue Turner calling in. That'll have the phone tied up, but if you want to talk to Chad here, he is here with us.
But yeah, like I was saying here, at that race also, we're going to try to give away a used car. Car Smart Auto Sales has approached me about doing a car giveaway down here. So we may do something like that. So that gives the fans something else
to do a sponsor on the wall like you're wanting.
Yeah.
It's good to talk about this on the air.
Yeah, it's a 4x8, so 500. 4x16 is 900.
Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
Hello, First Eddie again.
Yes.
Hey, I want to mention something about my sister's son. Can I?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
They flew her down to Florida, and she didn't know what she was going down there for. He's had surgery, aneurysm on his head and his brain.
Uh-huh.
And they took Floyd over there. They got to take him to another hospital to get the rest of it out. He's only 67. He needs everybody's prayers.
All right.
His name's Larry.
Everybody pray for Larry there.
Yeah. I just wanted to say that, okay?
Yep. That sounds good.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Al.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I got one thing. Has anybody thought about maybe coming up with truck racing on dirt down there?
Well, there's a couple of tracks that tried it. It's just never really taken off. But you could, our B hobby class, it's called. You pretty much can. It's open to that, but people just hadn't done it yet.
Huh.
It's just hard to get the rear percentages and stuff in a truck because it is a car.
Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
Okay, I have a question for him. Can you run any kind of car you want to on them dirt tracks?
What kind of depends on what class you're running. The pony class is a 4-cylinder only, and then you have a B hobby, which is like your Monte Carlos and Buick Regals and stuff like that. The V8 cars. Then the other cars are professionally built chassis. So you got your different options there.
I mean, can you just take like a straight car off and run it on there, or do you have to have special things on it, or what?
Right now, there's not a class for that. Not saying there won't be, because we're actually looking into just your regular personal car. You know, person just take the windows out and put a small roll cage in it and go racing. Because there's a lot, it's about to got to the point anymore with this racing that's got so high that your regular working man without a lot of backing can't hardly do it anymore.
I know a long time ago we used to watch it. Just people take their cars and race them.
Yeah.
I thought that was a lot of fun.
We had a cruiser class, it's called, last year, where the drivers got the brake pedal and the steering wheel, and they moved the gas pedal over to the passenger seat. So the passenger guys, one giving it gas, and the other one's doing the driving and the braking. So it was a pretty fun class.
That had to be kind of hard to do, didn't it?
Yeah, it was fun to watch, but they got it figured out. Then about halfway through the race, I'd stop them and turn them around, make them go the other way. So that way, if they got like they had it figured out, I'd swap it up on them. They'd really have to, just make it interesting for the fans, keep them entertained.
Have you ever had one of them crash-up derbies where they just run into each other till they tear each other up?
Demolition derby?
Yeah, I won the last one we had. I actually was in it and won it down there. It was I'm paying for it now on my neck. But,
oh. I like to watch them.
Yeah, they're fun.
Okay, thanks.
All right, Red.
Bye.
Bye. Red won the shirt and a pizza last week on the show.
Yeah, I was listening.
Won one of Jimmy's shirts. I told Jimmy I want one of them shirts of his, too, but it's got to be big, but I'll take Cleveland Speedway shirt.
How big you got to have?
Double X. Me and Big G, I can't forget him. We're both big.
Jimmy, he probably just slipped his mind. They got the tire store here in town, Elliott's Tire Center.
Mm-hmm.
He runs it, and then his dad runs the car lot, Elliott Used Cars, and now I'm at the racetrack, so we got our hands full.
Our hands are full. Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
Hey, Chad said he found 2 sheets.
It's Cecil again.
Yeah, he's bored, ain't he?
He's bored.
Yeah.
But Cecil's good.
Yeah. Jerry must not be home where she could
she's
whoop
working
him.
them double jobs. He
Yeah.
keeps her on.
She's working doubles.
That's the hardest working woman you'll see. She
It
works
is.
two jobs.
She's at church with some birthday party,
Oh, okay.
but she don't know I'm home.
Yeah, it's,
Will you wait till I talk to Jerry? I think I got to see her tomorrow.
Y'all behave yourself.
All right,
Yeah,
Cecil.
right.
Uh-oh, you got him all nervous. He had to go.
Fast Eddie, Margaret, she had a emergency come up.
Margaret?
Emergency came up.
Oh, okay.
So she said she's going to she said she reschedule, and she really apologizes for it. And I told her that's fine. I mean, family comes first. So.
Oh yeah.
And I did ask her about maybe next week, same time. So I'm gonna see if she responds. And anyway, phone line's open for Chad. Talk to him and for the next 30 minutes or so.
Yep.
And
614-5553.
Now, you was talking about the trucks. You say that they can't get them on the dirt like they can a car, or get into the dirt or whatever it is.
The rear percentages on a car, that's how you get these things going. Turn left is your rear and your left.
Mhm.
You want more left and more rear than you do right and front.
Right.
And a truck's just harder to get that because of the wheelbase and no weight in the rear. You know, all the motor and everything's up front, so far forward. You notice a lot of these cars, like NASCAR, they're actually sitting back where the rear seats would be. If you ever notice, they're almost looking out the little window there, just to get them closer to that left rear tire. The closer you get to it, the better you are.
Now, couldn't they do it like a monster truck? Would they let them have the engine in the rear or something?
No,
they wouldn't.
It's got to be your engine's got to be no further than 1 inch behind. Their number one spark plug's got to be no further than 1 inch behind the ball joint on the left front.
Okay.
There's a motor setback rule, because the further you get that motor setback, the better too.
Right.
Get your center weight so much better.
So putting weight in the rear, he wouldn't let them do that, because I guess you got a weight limit too, don't you?
No, you got a minimum, but you can weigh as much as you want to.
Oh, okay.
So you can pile that weight wherever you want to. It's just the more weight you carry, the more horsepower you're going to have. So it's kind of double-edged sword when it comes to that.
I was wondering about that. I mean, I thought about that when I got up a while ago, and I thought, I'm going to ask you about the trucks and see. I mean, I'm a big truck person, and I love watching truck races, and
especially Eldora.
Yeah.
If a person would just say, you know, everybody that's getting into this now, they see what everybody else is racing, so that's what they build. If you had one guy just concentrate strictly on a truck, he would probably be fine. It's just nobody's stuck with it long enough to make it work. You know, they see that it's not working right off the bat, and they give up on it and get them something else.
Yep.
I think if you had somebody just stick with it, and it'd probably be good as anything else.
To get it figured out and get it down.
Yeah. But it's like I say, everybody's wanting to win right off the bat, so they're going to buy what everybody else has already got because they know it's working.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it probably, you know, there's so many different ways you could go, you know, but you'd have to do away with a class to bring another class in, so you don't want to run off the cars that's been there this whole time. You get anything over 5 classes, you're in trouble. You can't get out there in a reasonable time.
Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
Hi there.
Hello. Go ahead.
Hi there. My name is Smitty.
Yes.
I'm the fella that Uncle D was talking to at the Children's Dream Race.
Yeah?
Kids in hospitals.
Okay. Good project.
Thank you very much, sir. Like he said, we have them in 40 hospitals. We have 40 dream racers in 31 hospitals. And I'd like to talk to you about that sometime.
How about right now? Since if you can do it now, we'll use you right now. We've got time.
Well, I appreciate it very much, sir.
Or had you rather do that next Tuesday night?
I beg your pardon?
Or had you rather do that next Tuesday night? I'll leave that up to you.
No, I've actually got a couple things to talk to you about. The dream racers I build are steel body, steel roll cage race car for kids in hospitals. They have a complete entertainment center, steering and pedals that work the game, TV, DVD player, race car seats, safety harness, window net, spoiler, splitter, and the kids just love them. Kids actually take their chemotherapy sitting in the Dream Racer. They transport the kids from treatment room to treatment room. They transport them to the operating room. And it really takes the kids' minds off what's going on. Has a lot of people behind us, Larry McReynolds. It's just on and on, everybody that helps us. I'm right here in Mooresville, North Carolina, right here at Race City, USA.
Yep.
And, I'm sure you fellas are all familiar with that.
Oh, yeah.
I go back many years here. I had a shop here, Smitty's Motorsports, for 20 plus years. Worked for every race team in NASCAR and other series. Done all their overflow work. Done all their show cars. It's just on and on. Even done the World Racing Series back then. But I got involved in this little deal with helping these kids, and that's what I'm doing now, and trying to get the word out.
Yeah. What's it cost to do one of those cars that you're talking about?
Well, we have 120 hours in them, plus all the cost of electronics, paint and material, and it's just on and on, but they're $9,500.
Yeah.
Some say that's cheaper than some of the wheelchairs they sell. But the kids really, really enjoy them, and it takes their mind off what's going on. Had a little girl come into Piedmont Children's Hospital, kicking and screaming for kidney biopsy, and she played in the Dream Racer, and she told her mama on the way home she'd be glad when she come back so she could play in the Dream Racer. And the stories just go on and on. The website is www.children.com.
Okay.
But I want to tell you, I appreciate you letting me tell you about the Dream Racer, but I want to tell you about a young man, if you haven't heard of him. His name is Harrison Hall.
Never heard of him.
Mm-mm.
Well, believe this. He's on the cover of this month's Dirt Modified magazine. He's the track champion at Brush Creek Speedway. He's the runner-up to the champion at 35 Raceway, Motorsports Raceway Park. Here's the kicker. 10 years old.
Wow.
He just, and believe this, he just turned 10 years old 2 months ago. He won 12 features this year and 5 heat races. And never dropped out of 2 or 3, but still managed to win the championship. What a guy!
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
If you go to Facebook and check him out, Harrison Hall Racing, and he's got a website, harrisonhallracing.com. Check that little guy out, because he's, everybody says their kid's the next Jeff Gordon. Well, I promise you, this little dude is.
Yeah.
He's quite the guy. He's cute as a button, and all the women like to pinch his cheeks. So he's a pretty boy that can drive.
Harris Hall?
Harrison Hall. I can send you email with the family's phone number.
There it is.
And email address. You see him there?
Yeah, I see him. I got him Dirt Modified.
He's on the cover of that Dirt Modified magazine. He's just natural-born talent. His dad was not a racer. He was never around anybody that raced. But they put him in a go-kart when he was 5. Started on the tail with the big yellow stripes on the back of his helmet, and he won the race.
Wow.
And he's won everything that he got in. He's just natural born.
At Brush Creek Motorsports Park, the number 99 car.
Yes, sir. 99.
Wow. That's a beautiful car.
Well, thank you. If you look at the nose of it, that's the Children's Dream Racer logo. And I'll tell you this: him and his family donate all his winnings to the Children's Dream Racer project. They're going to put a Dream Racer in Columbus, Ohio's Children's Hospital.
Wow. Ain't that
The kind of guy and people that are, you know?
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, by far. That's.
Wow.
Yeah, I went ahead and put it on there that I liked him there. So,
I did too, yeah.
So maybe we'll hear something back from him there.
Yeah. Well, and I'll send them your information. Maybe you can get them on one night.
That'd be great. Just
Yeah, we have a website, Whoop on Wheels. It's a Facebook page.
Sir?
I said we have a Facebook page, Whoop on Wheels. Send it on it. It's a Facebook page. Like it. Sign up and like it. Uncle D will tell you about it.
Okay. Uncle D is going to, we're working together now. I just got acquainted with him up at the phone here the other day in Facebook. He's going to try to put some Dream Racers in Canada.
That's good.
So
you guys need stuff up there like that.
he does, and I just got acquainted with. He knows everybody in the world.
Yeah, yeah, he does. Me talking to him, I hadn't talked to him on the phone. I was going to call him the other night, and it got late and everything, and I didn't get a chance to talk to him on the phone. And but just talking to him just back and forth, on private message, and I thought, this guy here knows everything and or knows everybody, and so.
For not to be a racer himself, he's in the know, and everybody just loves him. He's a great guy.
That sure
right.
is.
Yeah. Yeah. And he knows a lot about the racing business because of what he does,
Right, he does. And he really loves to help those folks that are handicapped.
Right.
And that's great.
Yeah, because, you don't never know, used to, and I know I don't know if you did when you was growing up or when you was a kid growing up, you never thought about handicapped people back then because you was a kid, and you didn't ever think that you'd ever be in that kind of shape, in a wheelchair or on crutches or anything like that. But, now since you get older, in my mind, I'm thinking, hey, I could be just like that person right there.
That's
and
right.
And I would want a sidewalk that would be able to handle my wheelchair, that I could go up on it without having a big curb or somebody helping me up it or whatever. I tell you right now, my heart goes out to these people, and I really, these people here, I really think the world of.
Well, I appreciate that, and I know Uncle D does too.
Because I'm going to tell you, back 8 years ago, and fast I can tell you, I come probably a whisker higher being in a wheelchair. And it's just the grace of God that I'm not in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So I don't take it for granted.
Well, I understand that. And there are just as many little old kids with cancer and respiratory problems and kidney problems as there is adults.
Sure are. They sure are.
There's over 1,000 children's hospitals here in the United States. And that doesn't count the hospitals that have a children's ward or children's wing or anything. That's just designated children's hospitals, over 1,000.
Yeah, the closest one we got to us is in Memphis, St. Jude's Hospital. And, I give to St. Jude's, when I can, when I do, I give to St. Jude's. And that's all it is for children. And, I seen it, I think it was on Twitter, might have been last night, where, these kids, this child was in a children's hospital. I tell you right now, my heart goes out to a kid. It just, because they can't help it.
Oh, I'm going to tell you what, when you see a little old boy so sick he can't hold his head up from the chemotherapy treatment. And then a nurse rolls in a dream racer, and he lifts his head up and looks at it and swaddles over there and gets in it. Pretty soon he's got a smile on his face. Hey.
You can't wipe it off, can you?
No, it just gets you right in your heart, helping them kids. And I'll be honest with you, I'm 72 years old, and that's why I get up in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm going to do it as long as I can.
Yeah, I know. That's why I think I mentioned it last week about Carl Edwards. That's what Carl did with all his trophies. He gave them to people that was disabled, with disability defects, not just children, but older people too. And I got a lot of respect for that man.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, Kevin Harvick said the same thing. He said, I think that's what I'm going to do with my winning trophies. I'm going to start donating them to charity.
That's what I think they ought to do. All of them stars should do in NASCAR is give away some of their trophies to these kids.
Right.
That
bring them to the racetrack.
That would bring the smile to their face, you know?
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. We appreciated your call tonight.
Now, what's your name?
You know, my name is Mark Smith, but everybody in the whole world calls me Smitty.
Okay. Well, Smitty, we appreciate you calling tonight.
Well, I appreciate you having me on. And
anytime you want to call that we've got an open segment, you go to www.woopfm.com. And we're on air every Tuesday night. And you can tune in on the internet and watch the show. And anytime we got an open spot, feel free to call us.
Okay. Well, if you got another minute, I'll tell you something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I build two types of dream racers. Forever, the last 5 years, I built a NASCAR type dream racer. But a lady, Terry Chandler, she funds the NHRA Make-A-Wish funny car out of her pocket.
Wow.
That whole team, she pays for everything. She don't accept nothing from nobody. If anything comes in, Make-A-Wish gets it. She told me, she said, Smitty, I love your cars. I love the concept. And she cried like a baby. She said, but I'm going to be honest with you. They're just too NASCAR for me. She said, if that was a funny car, my first order would be 10. And I said, you got it. So I come back, my fabricator put it together, and we built the cutest little funny car that you ever saw. And I've delivered 2 of them to Indianapolis to her. That's the Schumacher team up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you go, I haven't got the picture on there yet, but it's going to be on the website. But all those drivers, the funny car drivers, and all the Top Fuel drivers all took a picture there with the Dream Racer. And so we're trying to cover the bases here.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a wonderful thing. The Schumacher team, I've had them on the show before. A lot of them. We're going to get some more. Ron Capps and John Beckman or Jack Beckman and.
I'll tell you what, Jack Beckman is absolutely the nicest guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah, and Ron Capps is too. They've both done wonderful interviews with us here.
Yes, both of them.
They're good people.
Yes,
Schumacher team has got it together.
they do.
All right.
Tommy Johnson was heads up there yesterday or the week.
Antron Brown, I'm telling you, just goes on and on. Hayden.
Yeah, Antoine Brown's a wonderful guy too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Smitty, we appreciate you, buddy.
I appreciate you, sir, and I'll call you again sometime.
Yeah, and watch our show on Tuesday nights.
I will. I've been watching it here for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And realized I could call in.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Well, thank you.
Okay, fellas, and God bless you.
God bless you too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
That's Smitty up there in North Carolina, Mooresville, North Carolina.
Mooresville, North Carolina.
And he's doing, I think he builds them dream cars.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's nice. I mean, it really is. Along with Uncle D. And go ahead, caller. You live on the Whoop?
Yeah, this is Donald again.
Yeah, Donald, I played the car wash.
I know you played the car wash,
Yeah?
but I want you to play me another song.
What is it?
I want you to play me a Christian song.
Oh, you want one of those? Name it. Tell me who.
Amy Grant.
Santa Claus coming to town.
Oh, it's too early for that.
I'm just kidding with y'all.
You are?
I want to hear I Fly Away, Oh Glory.
All right, we can play that now.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Don.
See you now. I Fly Away.
Yeah, play my Fly Away there.
Was that by Amy Grant?
No, play somebody something.
Yeah, it's Amy Grant's got it.
There you go. Play Amy Grant.
I've got another phone call first, though.
Yeah.
Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
Hey, Eddie.
Yeah.
Wasn't that B-man called in?
It sounded just like him.
I just about put my...
That's what I was telling Big G. I didn't tell him that, but I said we should know him.
No, we looked at each other and we knew who he was.
He can't fool me.
I know that voice.
That's the B for you.
He pulled one on you.
He
didn't pull one on us.
He didn't pull it on us. We already knew. We played the game with him, but, you know.
I thought it was kind of...
Big G fell out of the chair and he's hurt, I think.
I'm down for the count.
Are you all right, Big G?
Yeah.
He fell out of the...
He fell out of his chair.
The chair fell out of me.
Oh, God.
My God, we got 5 minutes and he fell out of the chair.
Oh, my God. I'm going to call the ambulance. I'm done.
Did it hurt you?
I don't know.
No, I'm tough.
We'll
man.
be checking on him here.
I'm tough.
Okay, I just wanted to throw that in there because I know that was him.
I was a wrestler, man. I could take falls and hits and bumps.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And see?
It pays off, doesn't it?
I was in the same boat as you was, Red. I figured that was the B.
That had to
Man.
be him.
Sounded just like him.
Get me a drink.
If not, he's got a twin.
That's true.
I got to play I'm going to fly away. Okay, I'm going to fly away. All right.
Bye.
Right. I'm going to fly away.
Yeah. We're
I'm
fly
going to fly.
away.
No, this is I'm going to fly.
Donna said that was cute.
What?
She told me that was cute. She seen me fall out of the chair.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to look that up here. It's a gospel song. And who was that it called in?
Don.
No.
Don?
The one that wanted I Fly Away.
That's Don. What? Don?
We're going to play it, and it's going to be by Alan Jackson. Are you washed in the blood? No, Southern Gospel. We'll do that. He wanted to hear it. We'll be right back to close out the show here in a minute.
Which blood sugar meter is easy to use, day or night? It's called the One Touch Vario IQ meter. The top lights up, and so does the screen.
Gospel music is a big influence in all our lives. Most of us grew up in Southern churches. Andy was up in D.C., but
that's the South.
That's, I guess, the South. So we thought we'd put together a little medley of some of your favorite gospel tunes and do them a little bit in bluegrass style, including one written by, yes, the great Hank Williams Sr.
Some glad morning
When this life is o'er, I'll fly away in the morning
to my home on God's celestial shore.
I'll fly away, I'll fly away.
Oh, how glad and happy when we'll meet. I'll fly away. No more cold iron shackles on my feet. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. I wandered so aimless, life filled with sin. I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. And Jesus came just like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, sorrows aside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light.
Just like a blind man, I wandered alone. Cares and fears I had all my own. And like a blind man, the Lord gave back his sight. Praise the Lord, I saw that light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, my sorrow aside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Touch me, Louis.
While I was singing, somebody touched me. While I was singing, somebody touched me. While I was singing, somebody touched me. Must have been the hand of our Lord. Glory, 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 somebody touched me. Glory, glory, somebody touched me. Glory, glory, somebody touched me. Must have been the hand of our Lord. And I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. I'll fly away.
All right, Big G, we are back, but we're going to sign out as fast as we come back.
Yeah.
That was a good song to end it out with there, by old car wash fella down there. We're going to sign it out of here, Big G. God bless the troops, Cleveland, Tennessee.
The U.S. of A.
And the U.S. of A. It's been real, man.
And Old Glory.
And tonight's show was pretty good, I thought. I thought it was
good.
more than pretty good. It was a good show.
Real good.
Good show. And right now we have nobody scheduled for next week at 0.
Not right now, but it's going to change.
We've got to get some people. And we got to get on it quick. So I got all these meetings going on, so I don't know how that's going to work out, trying to get these people. But with both of us at it, we sure to hit a home run somewhere here.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to get Margaret back for next week.
I do want to tell you that Chad will be back in, and I think maybe John Oimby. I think he said John Oimby.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll be back, but he's going to Cleveland Speedway at the 7:30 slot, so we don't need to book nothing at 7:30. That's sort of covered every time right now, along with Morgan Shepherd. But Morgan, I know he's working. I don't know if he'll be able to call next week or not. We'll find out. We will find out.
Yeah, we'll do it.
We'll get it worked out. Until next week, from Big G and from Past Eddie. Good night.
Good night,
everyone.
You are listening to WOOP-LP, Cleveland, Tennessee. WOOP FM is a broadcasting service of the Traditional Music Resource Center, and we play America's original music.
Check into cash.
Turn your car into cash at